Show with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
My headphones in and there's nothing, and I have to go in and I have to change the feed that feeds to my headphones, and then when I hit the button that says take this feed, that's where the noise starts, and in this case was 100. I mean, my hearing is now gone downhill. I want to know who has the hearing issue, because they need some help. Like they need to go. They need a doctor's appointment. And B, why would someone possibly change the feed? What would be the purpose of changing the feed?
I don't know.
All right. Well, it used to be management.
Used to be. Those are back in the day.
Then I don't know why. I figured they covered that.
They took I got the light. They shined that black light at me like Men in Black. Forgot everything.
It's just not a thing anymore.
Nope.
Huh?
I don't even know. When you said I was in management, I don't even remember.
Because that's what they did.
Nobody knows.
Well, now I'm starting to think, was I ever in management? Well, because I can't imagine that.
I don't want to remind you, but
can you imagine if I was the program director? Would that not be like top 3 funniest program directors from anyone in this building?
Top 3?
Okay, number 1, right? Yeah. If I was first off, station would just be a disaster. And secondly, my whole thing would be like, I don't care what you do.
There's soda in the water fountain.
Right. Yeah. Right.
1 day work weeks.
That's all it would be. It would be 1 day work weeks. It would
Which
just
day? Whenever.
If it was a 1 day Wednesday,
okay,
because then you just have the wraparound. You'd have enough.
You always have a wraparound.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like you. I feel like you definitely have to have the weekend in that 6 days you'd have off, because not everybody else gets the work week off.
What if that was the catch?
It couldn't be a weekend.
It had to be a Saturday or Sunday that you worked.
Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. But you got the other days off.
Yeah. Saturday football. Although, there is an argument to work Sunday.
Well, for us.
Yeah. Actually, it wouldn't matter.
Sunday, we go right into kickoff.
Go right into kick. So basically, during football season, this would just be a pregame show.
Yeah.
It would be like you see on Fox. We'd just be, hey, we're out. I'm in the parking lot right now. And
just because.
And the atmosphere is amazing. Yeah, it's awesome. Well, good morning, everybody. It's September 9th.
Good to be with you.
Hey, you know what? It is good to be with you, Jason Ross. How was your? I got a call from you last night.
You did?
We had a nice chat about show things.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
How?
Good.
Yeah. Good.
Good evening. Watched the game.
Yeah.
Nothing too eventful. Had a walk in the afternoon.
Hey.
Watched the game.
Hey.
I can't think of anything too spectacular, but it was good.
Scale of 1 to 10, how was the walk?
10.
Have you seen our friend on your walks at all?
No, not in a while. In a long while, in fact.
Speaking of that, we forgot to mention that we don't know if he's doing a bit or not, but Chris texted us on the show thread a couple days ago saying that he ran into, not like physically ran into, but ran into our market manager down in Southern California at an airport.
Yeah.
I am honestly confused as to whether or not he is
Yeah, I don't know if that's real.
Yeah,
the only thing I know that I believe to be real was the picture that Chris sent us of him and Anthony at the show. But things can be doctored. I know Anthony was going to the show.
I didn't either. How was that, Anthony?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
great show. My voice is still shot.
Oh yeah,
you were screaming or yelling or singing?
All of it.
Yeah,
doing everything.
Champagne supernova.
Yeah, there's fireworks. It was great.
Wow.
Chris was going crazy. He went both nights.
Yeah, and then do you know where Chris is now?
I have no idea. He said he was leaving. He was supposed to be leaving LA the day that he was at the concert that he randomly bought tickets to, because he went the day before he went on Saturday, and he was supposed to leave on Sunday. I don't know where he was going, but
he said he texted us and said he was going to Mexico City.
All right,
but
not sure I believe that.
I feel like that's a bit.
Did you guys sit? You guys sat together?
We sat near each other. The seats in front of me were open for a really long time, and I was texting him to come down, but it filled up as soon as Oasis came out. They just didn't want to see the openers.
Who were the openers?
This band called Cast, and then Cage the Elephant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The Elephants. I know.
Did they sing that song? The Trunk, There It Is. No. Tusk. They sang Tusk.
God, you're the total undisputed king of Cage the Elephant songs. I'm like, Peanut, no. You see, you got Trunk, Tusk.
Ears. We got to do ears.
Here. Let's ear it for the boy.
Yes, he's back.
Also, that song came on randomly on a like mix.
What? Let's hear it for the boy.
Yes, by Denise Williams.
Banger.
Yeah. Absolute stands the test of time. Yeah. Banger.
40 years old.
Easily.
Yeah.
Banger. And mash. Like just that song that song that
you wanted to dance.
I 100% did. And I can't dance like Phil Collins, but
I really wish I could dance like I think I can in my head.
Yeah.
Like what the songs make me want to do.
Yes.
And then the body's like, yeah, you're not, you don't have that.
That is a superpower that I've sometimes daydreamed that I like. How cool would it be for someone that looks like me or you just walking around and like we're at a wedding or something. And then all of a sudden, like we just break into this like amazing dance routine.
And there's just a circle
and everyone's like, yeah, right. And you're just like, I didn't know he had that.
I didn't either.
No, like I remember I think the last time I tried to dance. Well, look, let's be honest. Everyone can slow dance. That's my jam. I can slow dance because you're just basically draped over somebody. Oh, you got hands up top, on the back, on the shoulder blades.
So you do it,
and then you got to have a Bible's width between the two people. Yeah. No, I can. I can. There was a movie where they said that. Yeah, I can do the thing. It probably was, or Dirty Dancing. I can do the thing where like, okay, I just got a visual of you and I doing a Dirty Dancing. See, now that would be hilarious. Yes, like you fly into my hands or vice versa.
Yeah.
Jennifer
maybe
Grace,
we meet in there.
It's just bonk heads. That's our whole routine.
I thought you were picking me up.
I think I was probably 9 or 10 years old the last time I actually tried to. I know I can tell you exactly the last time I tried to dance. It was the height of Michael Jackson, and the kids across the street got a big old moving box and took it apart, so it was just like this flat.
Absolutely.
And we all tried to break dance and all that, and then I think it was Michael Jackson's Bad came out, and then everybody would do their little routine, and I swear, like I wish there was film, because it honestly looked like I was having a form of a spasm, some form of some issue. Somebody had electrodes hooked up to me, just no rhythm. Lisa Gonzalez famously, not really because we're the only ones that know about this, but famously to me one time actually tried to, I forget what the bit we were doing, but Lisa, a former dancer for the Sacramento Kings, and obviously can dance like no one else. And she was like, "Oh, I can teach you to dance." And I think about 10 minutes later, she's the sweetest person in the world. I feel like 10 minutes later, she basically was like, everybody has different talents.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I know.
Good job. Good effort. Did you have fun?
No. And yes,
yeah.
I tried my best. I did not have. Oh, I know when it was. It was when we had the media. We had a media dodgeball game out at Arco Arena. Do you remember this?
I was not there.
I think you were working. It was during, I think it was a halftime or something. We had like the media out on the floor. We were all
halftime for a Kings game.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong, but
I do not remember this at all.
Yeah, we had like foam, but you could throw them, but
like Nerf balls.
Yeah, exactly. And
you were dancing?
No, but it was like during a break or something, and she was trying. We had like 10 minutes before to do whatever, and then yeah.
So no wedding dancing ever at anybody's wedding or.
That's the thing. See,
slow dance.
So for me, yeah, exactly. Like for me, I think the only wedding dance I have left, I got one wedding dance left I have to do.
The slow dance with your daughter.
Yeah, that's right. But I can do that.
But what if it's like, okay, so I went to my younger brother's wedding it's almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I would say of the weddings I've been to, it was one of the, if this is a word, dancingest weddings I've been a part of.
Okay.
And it was literally like 95, maybe 98% of the people were dancing.
Oh, wow.
And again,
right,
1 to 10 level, like there was great dancers and there were people like, well, they're not very good. I know I'm in that group. I'm not judging, but I see you.
Yes.
And it's like, let's get out there.
Go.
And I went.
Right.
And it was like, I was doing something. I don't know. I feel like I was.
Yep. No.
And I'm sure some are like, that guy's dancing at a level 1, but I was out there.
Did the rhythm get you?
The rhythm was going to get me.
It was. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You listen to that song.
The rhythm is also a dancer.
Rhythm is a dancer. Was a dancer.
Yeah.
Rhythm passed away about 4 years ago. I was
For
84 years old.
But peacefully.
Right. It was a peaceful passing of rhythm.
So that one, if your daughter's wedding becomes like that, like, wow, everybody's out here.
Right. Well, I could just be old man. That's just like,
look
at him.
In the corner.
I'll be filming.
Yeah. And
that's my
moving
excuse.
While you're filming.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm having a good time. It's like, oh, he's having fun.
And like every once in a while, snap a finger.
Yeah. Maybe a quick clap.
Just like do the, and then filming. And then I can say like, no, I'm just right. Here we go.
Again, in pictures.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be DJing.
Yes.
That's probably what I'll be doing at her wedding. Saves money. Exactly. Woof. I mean, USC kid. What kind of wedding is she going to expect? Jeez.
Well, the band will be there. All of them.
Oh my God, that would actually be pretty awesome.
Come riding in on the horse.
Yes.
You on Tom?
Yes. I'm on Traveler, and I've got the sword, and I stab her fiance right in the neck. Be like, oh, wedding's off. Come home with daddy.
How much money can we save?
Right, exactly. You all can still eat, but unfortunately, there'll be no wedding today or ever.
I've already packed to-go bags.
That's right.
Let's save half of this food.
Let this be a lesson. No one is good enough for my child.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
She's like 24. Whatever.
Wait, what?
When she gets married.
You're good with that?
I don't know. That like that young? Oh, I know. I was 31.
I feel like that number's, I was up there. I feel like the numbers have moved to later.
I think so,
and
too.
It's not foolproof.
It doesn't mean, like,
like, oh, they were 16 when they got married. They've been married for 70 years.
All my cousins in Ripon are like, they get married at like 12.
11.
Yeah, exactly. All on the farm. We have, what is it? My sister-in-law's sister?
Okay.
My cut.
Anyway.
Yeah. She was, what was she? 39 when she had her first grandkid.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math here.
That could be. Yeah.
No, she was 37 when she had her first grandkid.
Okay.
She was 37 when she had her first grandkid, and she had 3 grandkids at 39. She had 4 by the time she was 40. Which is just like a man, like, hey, I'm not mad at it. That's too much for me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having grandkids.
Might get to great.
Her grandma got to, did she get to great or just great? I think she got to great. But it's just a different thing.
Yeah.
They just have kids young.
Yep.
Farm situation.
Farm strong.
Man, that means more help around the farm.
Yeah.
We used to call them pop-ups. We go down there because we go down there. We would go down there for
someone else had a kid.
4th of July, Easter, Memorial Day, and then usually like one other random like fall day, like Labor Day or something like that. And there'd always be a new kid that popped up. Be like, oh, sweetheart, I didn't even know you were pregnant. Wow, congratulate. Wow. Always be some.
They planted the seeds.
Right. They are naturally, they grow things, including children. And every time we go down, boop, new
Chia kids.
Oh, absolutely. And it was perfect.
Chia.
Right. And for my kids, it was perfect because they go down and they always have like the little kid John Deere tractors that they, the toy ones, they jam around, and there's always stuff to do on a farm.
Yeah, there is.
Get in trouble. Dancing, wedding. There's something else I had for you. It wasn't about dinner last night. That's usually a good one. Oh no, Jason. I just don't know.
Breathe rights.
Breathe right strips went well.
Again
last night. I'm really getting into these. I should endorse these. I'm no
Sales?
joke. They should, because I'm just independently, like, I'm so impressed with them. Like, it is a freaking godsend for me. Oh, I've slept.
You just put it on right before bed?
Just put it on right before bed. Do you breathe fine through your nose, right? See, like for me,
I just heard it.
See, I'm not stuffed up. That's just how I have a deviated septum.
Yeah.
Now you sound like, that sounds like I'm putting air in a tire. That's perfect. See, you don't have any issues.
Wow.
But I'd love to, if you did, I think it'd be interesting to bring one in and have you put it on and just say, oh,
yeah, I've never used one.
I'll bring a couple in tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll hot plate.
Yeah.
Well, we do the show in breathe right strips. Yes, Peg on the chat. I saw that, and that's exactly right. See, I would love, what I need to do is learn like something like the gritty. I feel like I could learn the gritty. And then that's just that's a cool thing.
Then you're just dancing on the dance floor to that.
I had a buddy who had he had no clue how to dance whatsoever, but he knew how to do one thing, the caterpillar. And so he would
I could do that.
Right. So that's fine. You just drop down at some point and do the caterpillar, and everyone loves it. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's amazing. But then that's it. That's all he knew how to do was a caterpillar. And see,
I feel like I can do let me see if I can describe this. Describe it. You know how when you were attempting to break dance or when others break dance?
Yes.
So imagine a circle.
Yeah.
And then the way people enter, like it's usually kind of like that.
Yeah.
That hop around.
Yes.
Like that rhythmic jump around. I kind of have that.
You have the entrance down.
It's like, here it comes. Right. What's he going to do?
Here comes Jason.
Okay. Then right back out of the circle.
And then, I could, yes.
I feel like I got that.
Enter the circle, circle around while snapping or clapping, and then exit right out.
Yeah. It's like, hamstring.
That's what I was going to tell you. There's one kind of dancing I've ever been able to do, and it's because we took it in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. I used to be able to square dance a little bit.
Okay.
But because that's not really dancing.
Okay, how about a line dance?
So,
like something that's kind of choreographed.
If I knew that, I think that's why line dancing exists. It's for a lot of people that have no idea how to dance.
Like the electric slide,
right?
Or cha-cha slide.
But you can take a step back. You can take a step forward or to either side. You can clap.
Yeah.
Like I can do all of that well.
Right.
So when it came to like square dancing, you'd have, the Mr. Camilli, our 4th grade teacher, would put on old Tom Camilli, Mission Avenue. He'd put on the record and be like, all right.
What's a record?
Right. Well, it was a black disc that spun like a CD, but and the music come on, and then it'd be like, all right, Alaman left, and do-si-do your partner, and
swing your partner around.
Right, do-si-do and hit the ground, or whatever they say, right? And they'd have all these instructions,
and you could follow.
And if as long as you knew, you had to know the glossary.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to know what the hell Alman left is. I can't remember that.
I know as soon as you said it, I go, I remember hearing
that. But you remember hearing it.
Yeah.
And as long as you know how to do it, you can pull it off. But you got to know, and then it's just so funny to think about, like in these places where here's a Let's see if this guy's saying. I want to find one where.
What we got to do the 10 greatest square dance tunes of all time, and there's only 8 minutes left.
Oh, that's perfect.
I just want to find.
You got Arkansas Traveler. You got Sally Good, and the greatest.
Right.
G. Okay. Right.
See, there's got to be a guy though that's like he's in the middle, like the auctioneer with the mic. He's like, all right, grab your boner, don't say no, ding, 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 grapes. I don't know.
All right, so like on our RV trip that we just went on,
yeah,
I was with my wife and my 2 sisters-in-law. By
the way, if we get copyrighted for this, I'm willing to risk it. Go ahead.
You should pull up Boots on the Ground.
Boots?
And they could, of course, do this. And, of course, they tried to get me in. And I got it. But see if you can do this.
All right. Let's see. Boots on the Ground line dance.
Let's see if that's right. Yeah, go to that one. Right
this
there.
one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure this
But you might have to go forward just a little bit.
Right, let's see. Oh, where are we?
Yeah, that's good.
Why are we? Oh, did I turn this?
Or I wonder if...
Oh, here we go. I don't want this to be too loud here. Is this what? Wait.
I'm gonna show the dance though. This is big. They're not really showing the dance.
That band sucks, by the way.
Oh, he's doing it. Maybe there's another one. I think I saw when you were in the initial part. No, I mean in the. Sorry if you see another video.
Oh, I got you. I mean, it's a catchy song.
Those ladies right there, the third one.
This one right here.
Yeah,
all right, Boots on the Ground line dance. Do I need to go forward or? Okay. All right. So there's ladies.
The fans. Where the fans at?
Is that part of the thing? You have to have.
We didn't have a fan. That's like. So then they'll do a little.
Okay.
Right, back, or cha-cha.
But.
And then you turn, and then.
Where are they learning to do this?
This is the dance.
But how did they?
Someone made the dance up.
Yeah, like where do I learn how? For example, if I wanted to be a part of this, where do I learn how? Where do I go?
Watch this video, I guess.
You watch the video. I mean, they are so core. Every one of these people dances better than you and I.
Oh,
they
100%.
all are awesome. Yeah. I want to do that. Also, catchy song.
Yeah, very much so.
You know what? I have an idea, Jason, and then we got to get to leading off. I think what we need to have is a Sacktown Sports breakfast, but also imagine our chat being out there doing the Boots on the Ground or square dancing.
Right.
Which do you think would be funnier? I honestly think our people square dancing would be amazing. Well, let's all visualize that while we get to it. Leading off right now, please.
Let's do it.
Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
It's Moore. He's got to get rid of it. He does. And Manungai can't make a play, and that's it. The Minnesota Vikings will start this season 1-0 with this strong comeback and a win on the road here in Chicago.
The Blue Birds.
Ugh. Restless already in Chicago.
Yeah. Fire Ben Johnson, they say.
I mean, he's never won.
He never won as a head coach.
He blew a lead.
Overrated. Caleb Williams, bust. DeAndre Swift, terrible. Roma Dunze, get out of here.
On the day you celebrate. By the way. Almost snuck out a win in fantasy. Nobody cares. But why they should care on the final play.
Yeah.
You know, that pass.
Yeah.
Whoop, the fumble at the end was credited to Moore. I lost by I barely lost.
Oh,
when he fumbled, I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, I thought I lost anyway. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a fumble. And then it was like I was a little bit less than half a point from winning.
And is that minus 2 points?
Whatever it was. It pulled me close. I didn't deserve to win, but that would have been I'm sure somebody somewhere lost a league based on that.
Would you have felt good about the win?
Absolutely.
More on that later. Cut number 2, please.
Cut number 2.
All right, guys. Injuries from the game. Ben Barch had a mild knee sprain. He'll be day-to-day. Juwan Jennings with his shoulder. We're still evaluating, waiting for their information to come back. George Kittle did have a hamstring. He's going to be out a few weeks. Brock Purdy hurt his left shoulder and toe. We'll see how this week goes for him.
Bury the leads. No offense to the others.
Yeah, no offense to the others.
Oh, yeah, George Kittle. Yeah, he'll be out a couple
weeks. He's fine. Oh, and Brock Purdy, a shoulder?
Yeah.
It's just every time Jason does dramatic squirrel, and I forgot about that. You got me again. Yeah, that's not great. No, I mean, your dramatic squirrel is really good. I mean, here we go.
That was fun. 1-0 was fun.
You know what? This is a great season.
End it now?
Remember we talked yesterday about white flag in baseball?
Yeah.
End it now. They're cooked. Our rip 2025-26 Niners season. Oh, because apparently they can't hang.
Do they need Kittle and Purdy?
Do they need them?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to die without them, like actually die. Do they need them to win games?
Games.
We'll see this weekend. All right, a lot to get to. Sean Salisbury will join us today. Matt Barrows will join us today. Sean Salisbarrows. It's a Salisbury Tuesday? Is that what we decided on?
Sure.
Okay. Barrowsbury. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. Safer Out coming up next.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
The Alan Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley. investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, one of the subplots in September will be whether Jacob Wilson could win the AL batting title. Now, he's been around 10 points behind Aaron Judge in the recent past, but if Judge were to fade and Wilson were to get hot, the A's might have their first batting champion since Jimmy Fox back in 1933.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge.
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Part 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-353-9900. That's 800-353-9900.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right, as we get to safe or out, I'm debuting a new game just for Jason.
Well, I like games.
I made this up during the break.
Oh.
This is called Can Jason Name That Movie off of a 1-second clip.
Okay.
Now,
what's your confidence level?
My confidence level, honestly, we'll see. I don't want to say it's too high and then you feel like you disappointed everyone. This is tough. But I would only pick movies I know you're incredibly familiar with.
Okay, because sometimes I sneak in a movie that I haven't seen.
Right.
Like, you haven't seen it?
I guarantee you.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Do I get to see it or just hear it?
No, you only get to hear it. Okay. And then if you don't get on the first crack, I'll go back a couple seconds.
Okay.
You would get it off of this clip. I promise. Turn down the music real quick. All right. You ready? Here we go.
I didn't hear it very well.
Okay. I'm going to go back. Okay. She said,
car screeching.
She said, we've got a car there now.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Hang on. Am I confusing? We've got a car there now.
We've got a car there now.
Beverly Hills Cop?
No.
Wait. We've got a car.
I know you're going to get it. And if you need me to go back a little bit. Okay.
Got a car there now.
I don't want to get his voice in. All right. Here we go.
Hell over there.
I'm going to go back a little bit further because I don't want. Oh, here we go. Here.
That's Dispatch?
That's.
I know that. Okay, hang on.
I don't want to get his voice. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Where's he at? 256 South St. Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. The Fugitive.
Boom.
Yeah. Sorry. I needed that voice. We got a car there now. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Oh, that's at. Wait, hang on. What's the one-armed man's name?
Sykes. Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
5 seconds location. And I just found a big piece.
That's Cosmo.
Richard.
Kimball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Yes.
I need to watch it again.
We that's a game we do play at home. Like maybe if I'm watching the TV and then Alva's coming in, I go, wait, hang on, don't look.
Right.
We just play and then see if she can
grab it
off the audio.
But it has to be movies. All right, we can come back. It has to be movies that you know like the back of your hand. Like if I had just played a clip and it was nothing but Provasic.
Yeah. But sometimes she can get it off the movie music, not like a song title, but like the like the Firm. She go, that's the Firm. I'm like, wow.
You know what
just
though? But here's the funny thing though that you say that because the Firm has very specific music to it.
And then she go, this is the part where they're whatever.
It's a
running across the bridge.
Yes, good for her because that is if you know.
Yeah,
it's same thing with True Romance, the movie I love that you refuse to see. We're going to do that on our guys' night.
Okay, we got a lot of movies to watch.
It's basically going to be all movies.
Yeah.
Say for our question.
Both the Dodgers and the Guardians took no hitters deep into their games last night, but lost them. Safe or out, there will be 0 no hitters this season.
I didn't realize there had been no hitters this year. I thought
No
there
nos?
was. No, there's been no nos.
No.
No nos.
By Hideo Nomo?
Remember we were doing elephant songs?
Yes.
Somebody on the text line, I missed it, said, what about I hate mice, baby? Because I hate mice. It's a stretch, but
I like it.
I do too. The Dodgers have flirted with a couple.
I know hitters
last week. Eyebrow. But yeah, I'm gonna say safe.
Yeah, me too.
You know what?
Far in.
No.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna say out, and I'm gonna say the no hitter will happen the last week or last game of the season. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Call of the year.
Well, because you think about it like this, like a pitcher, it's going to be some team that isn't in the playoffs with some pitcher. It's like, well, I got all summer to rest my arm. I'm going 144 pitches. It's happening. Yeah, it's just. I saw a list this morning. It was the top 5. It was the top 5 first pitches of games based on velocity.
Okay.
I don't remember them all, but I remember number 3 was Colin Kaepernick at 87 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 was Nolan Ryan at 89 miles an hour, and he was like 90. Mm-hmm. And number 1, I don't even remember this. I think he was still playing. Number 1, Ichiro, 94.
Okay. I think, was Russell Wilson on there?
Yes, he was number 5.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember he and Kaepernick both had heaters.
I can't remember 4, but yeah, Russ Wilson was number. Yeah, Ichiro, 94. Imagine you're just there in no gear. You're just like a position player there to catch a ball with your regular glove, and here comes Ichiro with the heat.
He threw it lefty too.
Ichiro. Okay, so safe and out. All right, well now we have our calls out there.
Yep.
Number 2, please.
Milwaukee, Detroit, and Toronto make up 3 of the top 4 records in baseball. Safe or out, none will win the World Series.
I'm going to say safe. For no other reason than
Dave loves LA.
It just feels like when it's all said and done, the regular season it doesn't mean as much as I'd like it to. And in the end, it's going to be Philly, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Yankees. It's going to be one of those big, giant payroll, huge market teams. But honestly, $200,000 suitcase or $200,000 suitcase bet. You can bet on any of those 3 teams, which have 3 of the top 4 records, or the field.
I'll take the field based on numbers.
Yeah.
As part of it. But yeah, I think of the teams, Milwaukee's got a shot.
Mm-hmm. Detroit's pretty solid too.
They are.
But Milwaukee just has no apparent weaknesses.
Yeah. And they do it a little differently. I mean, they get on base and they run. Like they're not just a home run hitting. Like
they're
put
old
a
school.
lot of pressure of stealing bases. So I like that. More options to win.
Well, and it would be a nice year if we went how great would it be if we went OKC and then Milwaukee, and then I don't know, football.
Jags.
Yeah, some they are. Yeah. They've not lost this year.
No.
Jason Ross. I don't think Trevor Lawrence.
No, wait. Buffalo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God. OKC, Milwaukee, and Buffaloes are 3. That would be, dude. That would be amazing. And then follow that up with the Kings. Sacramento.
All right. I'd sign up for it.
That would be the greatest year in sports history.
I'd deal with it.
Would you give up a Yankee if I told you that would happen, but the Yankees can't win? But they would if you said, no, I want the Yankees to win.
If the Kings won?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, what if the Kings didn't win, but it could be Milwaukee and Buffalo?
No.
Wow. Jason hates small
Selfish.
markets. Number 3, please.
Sal Frelick is hitting .297, the closest to Trey Turner at .305. Safer out, Turner will be the only National Leaguer to hit above 300 this season.
I mean, there's another guy at .295, but Frelick's the closest.
Where's Gwynn?
Where's
Boggs?
Right. Where's either Gwynn, Tony or Chris?
Yeah.
Wherever you guys, we need
Ichiro
you.
Gwynn?
Right? Sal Frelick. He's not Sal Expensive Lick. He's Sal Frelick for a reason. And we're going to have one guy in the National League hitting above 300 this year. And by the way, Trey Turner's hitting 305. It's not like he's hitting 370. One guy.
They thought about using the T.
If they haven't, they should.
Yeah.
By the way,
is pitching too good? Your thoughts?
Do you think that, like, if they could use a T,
how they would do?
That's what I'm wondering too. Like, if you just got rid of pitchers and put it on a T, because you don't have the 90 miles an hour coming in, so you got to think power numbers are going to drop.
Yeah.
But how? I wonder what would happen to offense. Like, how much higher would teams score per game?
I wonder.
But and instead of a pitcher, you get to put in another fielder, and that's a rover. Yeah. Did we just come up with? Should we call the Savannah Bananas? Did we just come up with
T-ball?
Yeah.
Back to your youth.
Professional T-ball.
Yeah.
But
it's a golf tee.
It is, and a golf ball. Oh, you ever do that as a kid?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I
hit with an aluminum bat, throw the golf ball.
That's exactly right. I used to do that from my backyard until a neighbor figured it out.
I am Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, like I just hit a ball. We used to go to Star King because they had one of those minor league.
Still there.
Not minor league, but the small fence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, dude. We get a bag because I used to grab old golf balls from Ansel Hoffman. And so I'd have boxes of them, dude. And we'd go out there and we'd do home run derby, but then at the end we'd pull out the golf balls. Everybody get a couple cracks. And I'm telling you, windows had to have been broken. Like, we're talking like 700 feet.
Yeah.
Probably. We'll take a break. When we come back, Monday Night Football happened last night. If you missed it, we'll help you out. And it's a tale of two quarterbacks. It was a very interesting thing to watch last night. We picked up on some of it. We've got some sound for you. We'll do that next.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm.
Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the mountains or go pick up your dry cleaning? RV wins! Are we cleaning the gutters or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Are we getting a new passport or cruising up the coast? RV wins!
Don't forget, you got that trip to Sweden coming up.
Oh, yeah, passport, then RV.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
If you've got a gas-powered engine, keep it running like new at every fill-up. Stable in-season protection is your engine's preventative medicine, cleaning and protecting the entire fuel system in season. In outdoor power equipment, prevent gum and varnish buildup that could cause a rough or non-running engine. For cars and trucks, increase fuel efficiency and power by removing deposits, ensuring your engine's long-term health. Stable outperforms the competition in independent lab testing. So at every fill-up, start with Stable.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
The Sacktown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. The 49ers got their season started successfully with a last-minute win in Seattle, 17-13. Jake Tonjes, the hero, making a leaping grab in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Niners back on the road this week in New Orleans. You can catch all the actions on Sunday right here on Sacktown Sports 1140, beginning at 9 a.m.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
So then during the break, I started looking at like most rewatchable movie lists. I don't know, man. Some of these are just like according to IMDb.
Okay, let's see if I agree or disagree.
All right, so I'll give you their top 5. Number 5, Saving Private Ryan. Number 4, Black Hawk Down. Number 3, Fast 5. Number 2, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Number 1, The Dark Knight. Now I've seen all those movies probably more than once, but like I don't agree with any of that. Like those are not that they're not rewatchable. I'm talking about remote droppers. Sunday afternoon, no football or in between whatever, or Saturday afternoon, the TNT TBS style movie or whatever that you own in your collection, but yet if it's on TV, you drop. Like Shawshank Redemption's one of those.
What's 6 through 10? That's terrible.
It's right.
I think Dark Knight's good.
This is not about whether or not they're great.
No,
movies.
I mean, I would put Dark Knight on, like, if it was on TV, I would put the remote.
It's a remote dropper. I mean, it's opinion based. That's fair. It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. Number 6, Gladiator. Okay, I've seen Gladiator a bunch. Number 7, District 9.
Didn't see it.
Number 8, Tron Legacy. I'm a Tron guy. That's number 9, Inception. Number 10, Minority Report. These are movies that
movie, but
I need to think.
I'm 0 for 10.
Shawshank Redemption is rewatchable. Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are rewatchable. Obviously, The Fugitive is rewatchable. Braveheart is arguably rewatchable. The Patriot for me is one of the big rewatchables.
Step Brothers,
Anchorman. Look,
Wedding Singer.
Weddings absolutely for sure. And I would say this, I want to be careful with this next entry. So I'll see the Lord of the Rings movies come on, which I've seen a bunch of times. Same thing. I put the Lord of the Rings and the Harry Potter movies in the same category of rewatchability. If they're on, it's such a slog to get, like, they're long movies, especially Lord of the Rings, long movies. If they're on, and I'll watch, like, that's a movie where I can watch 15 minutes of it and then go out and mow the lawn or something. Like, I don't need to, I won't stick for the whole thing, but depending on where the movie's at, I'll flip it on. I'll watch it for a while. I've seen it 100 times, so I guess it is technically run. I'll move on. But, like, Rogue One is one of the best Star Wars movies of all time.
Rockies?
Rocky 4 to me is unquestionably the most rewatchable. Karate Kid 100%. What's the one with the little thingy dingies where Peter Cetera, is that Karate Kid 2?
Maybe.
With the little drums that you have in your head. I am a man who will fight for your honor. That one. Yeah, like that. Those are rewatchables. Bloodsport's a big rewatchable for me with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think it does speak to, oh God. Midnight Run for me is one of the all-time rewatchable movies. Die Hard, absolutely.
Elf.
Christmas
Time.
Yep. Oh, and obviously A Christmas Story, but I watch that movie once a year, and it's at Christmas. Yeah, like that is, those are rewatchables. A Few Good Men, that's a very big rewatchable.
The Firm is one, I think, too.
I couldn't agree with you more. Jerry Maguire, but it has to be certain parts. I'll watch.
Yeah, I would rewatch that a lot. I hate their list.
I wonder if A Few Good Men came out today. I wonder how Jack Nicholson's character would be taken by the audience.
Yeah,
I think things have changed a bit. Yeah. I wonder how many people would look at him a little different.
How about, do you rewatch Superbad?
Not as much as you think, but yes. I
remember going into that movie I heard people talk about this. Hangover for sure for me.
Definitely.
Yeah. Superbad. I was like, I don't know about this movie. And then I really enjoyed it.
My Cousin Vinny.
Great.
That's a great awesome rewatchable.
I want that one anytime it's on.
Sandlot.
Yes.
Bull Durham, Major League. God, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Wildcats.
I said Caddyshack, but I meant Tin Cup.
Oh, God, you're so right about it.
Wildcats is never on.
It's not.
Yeah.
And it bothers me. Wildcats is never on. Like, who owns the rights to Wildcats and is hiding it?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Definitely. Same with Last Crusade, though. See, I know anything Last Crusade.
That one again.
You really? So for me, Last Crusade to the Indiana Jones movies.
Is that the first Connery one?
I think it's the only Connery one.
Okay, then I might have seen that once.
Really?
In the theater. But
I think
maybe twice.
The best one.
I don't see.
Best one?
I don't agree with him. I think Temple of Doom's the best one, or Raiders.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's the same corollary as with the Rockies. Rocky 4 is not the best Rocky movie, but I believe it's the most rewatchable.
It's the generational.
Last Crusade is not the best Indiana Jones movie, but it's the most rewatchable.
Is that the third?
That's the third. That's the third. That I think without a doubt, it's the most accessible, easy to get in and out of. I very much love that movie. Don't get me wrong. It's just, to me, it would go Temple, Raiders, Last Crusade, and then I don't really remember what else happened after that. Cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there was football last night. Falling Down by Michael Douglas.
I haven't seen that multiple times. I saw it.
Yeah, it's well, no, this part, Greg saying on the it's never on, and he's right. It's never on. That's another movie.
Not a pick me up.
That's a heavy movie, dude. I mean, it's entertaining for a while, but it's also a heavy movie. Anyway,
I was thinking of something else with Michael Douglas.
Yeah, there's another Michael Douglas.
Paltrow, like Perfect Murder, maybe. I've seen that one multiple times, but I don't see that it's on a lot.
I feel like there's. You know what's strangely rewatchable, but it's not ever on anymore. But if Romancing the Stone's on, I'll watch it for a while. With what's her face?
Yeah,
she's changed.
I see her face.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Me neither. Okay, football last night, and it started out really well for the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams.
Snap back, pressure, picked it up by Tooney, rolling left. Williams got Greengrass, 10-5, dive for the end zone. Throw him up, will you, baby? Touchdown. Touchdown Bears. 80-yard touchdown scramble.
Then you had a lot of other stuff go on. Then a pick six.
Wants the snap, gets it. Full house blitz, throwing out to the left. It's picked up down the sideline right to the 40-yard line. He is history, baby. Leaving the Vikings, the taillights into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown Bears. And a pick six for Deshaun Wright.
Jason, it was 17-6 going into the fourth.
Yep.
And J.J. McCarthy, and this is why you don't tweet things during games. Like, people should have learned Sunday night. Caleb Williams looked like an emerging talent. Like, maybe he's catching his talent with Ben Johnson. J.J. McCarthy looked like a disaster. I think Justin Jefferson had 4 yards at the half. And this looked like a Bears runaway.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit later as we revisit this, but then things happened. And it was really cool if you didn't have a dog in the fight, which I did not, and I don't think you did. I really enjoyed watching J.J. McCarthy's two halves because you went from, does this guy even belong in the league? They got rid of Sam Darnold to, I can see it.
And you're right. A lot of people were on social media just like, what a disaster. Vikings won't make the playoffs. He's not ready to be QB. And you're like,
it's his first game.
No, it's the first half. They might lose. They might be 0-2.
He's looking across at Richard Dent and Mike Singletary and the 85 Bears that got honored.
A lot of proclamations for a half of football.
A lot of proclamations. And that team loves him.
Yeah.
I noticed that too, pre-half and post. They love J.J. McCarthy. Who's the kid that got drafted by the Jets? It looks like he's 6 years old, about 5 years ago.
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. He looks like Zach Wilson. Like, he looks like he's 15. But my goodness, there's talent there. We'll see. We'll take a break when we come.
Kathleen Turner just came to me.
Oh, Kathleen. Yeah. Why can't I remember? When I was trying to think of her name, the only thing I think of was V.I. Warshawski. And I know that's not her name. That's a movie. But yes, we'll take a break when we come back. 3 for Madness. The Eagles are at it again. Speaking to the Bears defense and surprises of week 1, good or bad. We'll do it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
People are coming from all over to Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, from Folsom, Elk Grove, Woodland, Roseville, because they've seen for themselves the huge selection and the best prices at SacSuperstore.com. Good luck finding a lower price anywhere else. And if you do, they'll match it. It's as simple as that. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where a handshake still means something. Open until 10 o'clock and essentially located right across from Hagen Oaks Golf Course. And online at SacSuperstore.com. The guaranteed lowest price and the best selection of Dodge, Chrysler, Jeeps, and Rams. SacSuperstore.com.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region, and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. It's 9/13. Select models only.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, Sacramento homeowners, imagine the coolest, most comfortable summer in 30 years, leaving air conditioning giants drowning in overstock. That's your golden ticket to massive savings right now at Sierra Pacific. We've forged powerhouse partnerships with the world's top manufacturers. They trust us for flawless installations, unbeatable service, and our massive reach across Sacramento to move their inventory fast. In return, exclusive, jaw-dropping discounts just for you. Upgrade your home with premium systems at rock-bottom prices, installed by the region's elite craftsmen and backed by ironclad warranties and legendary support. Plus, snag huge tax credits and SMUD rebates to slash costs even further. This inventory clearing bonanza won't last. Seize it today. Call Sierra Pacific for your free in-home consultation and discover the perfect system for your ultimate comfort. Dial 916-638-0543 now or head to sierrapacifichome.com. Don't miss out. Your cooler, cozier home awaits.
Sierra Pacific Solar Heating and Air. The guys in the big red trucks.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, Sean Salisbury will join us just after 8 a.m. for his weekly stop. And then Matthew Barrows, he's going to join us at 9 for Niners at 9. That's always exciting. He had a bit of a travel day yesterday.
Yes.
In the meantime, right meow. 3 for Madness, question 1.
The Eagles picked up Tank Bigsby for a couple of late round picks yesterday. Mm-hmm. How is Howie Roseman the best GM in sports?
In the sport.
The sport.
I got you. I think he is. I really like Howie Roseman. I like what he does, and I like how he's built that team. And Howie Roseman is the king of, like, even when you look at, I know it didn't start the way they wanted, but Howie Roseman is the GM of a team that is the epitome of, we have a culture, and it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to come in here and you're going to adhere to our culture. So character issues, whereas with the Spurs, they have the whole he's not a Spur. I feel like with the Eagles, their thing is we'll make him an Eagle. So you look at like Jalen Carter, for example, whose season did not start out well, and coming out of college had some horrible things attached to him. Jalen Carter at number 9 is a steal in retrospect, and he's their best defensive player. So when you look at what happened yesterday, very quietly, they sent a 5th and a 6th round pick for Tank Bigsby. Now, here's what Tank Bigsby isn't. He's not a pass catcher. Tank Bigsby also isn't a particularly good backfield blocker. What Tank Bigsby is he is a freaking bowling ball that will get you 3 yards in a cloud of dust every time he runs the ball. What I love about this move is that if you look at weak spots on the Eagles, one of them was running back depth. They have arguably the best running back in the NFL, but they have nothing for change of pace. And whereas Saquon Barkley isn't your prototypical burner in the sense he's an all-around back, for them to be able to bring in Tank Bigsby on third down or for a change of pace to give Barkley a bit of a blow on the sideline, that is to me, again, I don't want to overshoot it here, but that is the type of move that come playoff time, you're gonna hear his name called a few times, and it's not the difference between Super Bowl and no Super Bowl, but those moves add up, and I really like the move for them.
Yeah, I think it just, it's identifying that you've got a really good thing and then continuing to add and not being content. And I think the way you look at the way Philadelphia has been built, if you even backtrack to some of the moves over the past, like when they drafted Carson Wentz, and that was going to be their QB of the future, the very next year they draft Hurts, you're thinking, that's a little bit curious. But then they quickly said, no, this is going to be the guy of our future.
That's right.
And he's been phenomenal. They get Barkley. They trade for A.J. Brown.
Yep.
When you've already drafted like Devontae Smith. Like they drafted well, they've acquired well. And yeah, Bigsby's not like this puts them over. They're already there. They're already one of the teams to fear.
And he's not sitting tight.
Right.
He's not.
That's it.
And I know that it's tough to.
And not tinkering just to tinker.
That's exactly right, Jason. And comparing football to other sports is a fool's errand in a lot of cases. But I think philosophically, again, we're always going to, if I can, I'm always going to tie things back to the Sacramento Kings. Howie Roseman and the Eagles is the antithesis of the Sacramento Kings and the Beam Team first offseason. It's a great lesson in the sense, I mean, they won the championship and they're still doing everything they can to stay active and add value when they can. Whereas with the Kings, one of their big Achilles heels in the fall of the Beam Team is they were just like, well, yeah, we don't really have a power forward. We were the 30 seed last. Let's run it back. No, you don't run it back. You assess your weaknesses and you try to build a championship team. That's what Howie Roseman had full control of the Sacramento Kings 3 years ago. Even though he's not a basketball guy, I have a feeling we'd be in a different situation.
Yeah.
Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Last night, the Bears honored their 1985 Super Bowl team. Was that the best defense you've ever seen?
So with apologies, and by the way, there's no wrong answer here, because the only other thing that really comes to my mind are those early 2000 Ray Lewis, Ed Reed Ravens. But and I was very, very, very young. My memories and my knowledge of the 85 Bears defense does not come from personal experience. It comes from reading and watching and sports history and all that. But when you read about how basically the Chicago Bears fielded 2 separate teams with 2 separate head coaches, Mike Ditka in the offense and Buddy Ryan in the defense, and they didn't like each other and they didn't get along, and they both basically pushed each other. And there was a lot of scrapping and fighting, and the defense would go out and do their thing and be like, hey, offense, figure it out, or vice versa. The offense would do their thing. They pushed it. That was a very weird dynamic. But when you think about all the studs on that defense and the fact that, look, I no disrespect to Jim McMahon, but when you look at Super Bowl winning quarterbacks and you match his stats up, it's not great. Obviously, they had Sweetness, Walter Payton. They had Willie Gault. They had God, I can't remember the other receiver. I always that was a stud on that team. But they it's not like they didn't have offense, but that championship was a defense championship. I've never seen and what were they, 15-1 that year? Something stupid. Like I've never seen a defense that dominant in my life.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I was pretty young. I do remember them, but not to the level of like full breakdowns and all that. But many historians say they were.
Yeah.
So I'm going to believe them. I don't have another reference point. I think that's a good pull on the early 2000s Ravens. But when you start to look at the people that were out there yesterday and honored, you're like, man, that's one of the great defensive ends. Oh, Hampton was too. Dent was. Oh, Singletary was the middle linebacker, and Fensick. And like you just go around who they had back there. You're like, that really was it. I mean, just talented group.
Right.
Buddy Ryan, an innovator at the time. It kind of feels like when someone comes up with the first look, like when maybe Bill Walsh and whatever the West Coast offense, people weren't quite ready for that. People just didn't seem to be ready for Buddy Ryan's defense.
They weren't.
They had the talent to do it, and they had the coaching to do it, and then others have copied it. And just maybe have the same amount of talent. And I think from start to finish, that was one of the most dominant defensive years we've ever seen, and maybe we'll ever see.
Not to mention that Buddy Ryan's one of the great defensive coordinators of all time. Was not not as not to the Vic Fangio level where Vic's just never had. Buddy had some success as a head coach. Don't get me wrong with the Eagles, but Buddy Ryan's arguably the greatest defensive coordinator of all time.
Yeah.
And the work they did was insane. By the way, from the text line, Tank sucks. Take Bixby. Couldn't get carries in Jacksonville just because the Eagles got a player doesn't mean he's good. I would just simply say this. Look, be very careful comparing players on the Jacksonville Jaguars to those players on the Philadelphia Eagles. They're different lines, they're different systems, they're different coordinators, they're different things. I'm not saying Tank Bigsby's not going to rush for 1,000 yards.
No, that's not what they got him for.
I think what he's going to do is he's going to make that team better.
Yeah.
He's going to fill a weakness.
Imagine him behind Hurts on the tush push.
Oh my God, dude, seriously. That'd be reason enough to grab him. Absolutely. Also, wouldn't mind if they took a look at the tush push again. And can we please define what the neutral zone is?
Yeah.
Because every overhead picture I see of the tush push, 3 guys are in the neutral zone. Do we just look the other way?
Yeah, I guess so.
If you're going to keep the tush push, that's fine. And I'm for it. Keep the tush push. The other people got to learn how to block it. But can we at least please make sure it's a legal play?
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
Please.
Number 3, please.
Question 3.
What was the biggest surprise, good or bad, you saw in week 1?
There's a lot of nominees here. And again, I don't think there's a wrong answer. I'm going to pick a random one. I didn't expect the Dolphins to be that bad. I certainly didn't think they were going to be good. But you got smoked by the Colts.
At best, it's seemingly a marginal team, and I might be being nice.
At best. Now, look, maybe they surprised people, but
maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think if you ask me right now, the Colts going to finish 500 better, I'd say absolutely not.
I would say they wouldn't.
Right. But, and it's in Indy, it's a home opener. I understand that. Did not expect, I mean, it was 33-8, and let's be honest, that
the last 2 minutes.
Exactly. That 8 was garbage time 8. They were the most dominated team of any team this week 1, and I didn't think Miami was that bad. I don't think the Colts are that good, and that's why I do think Mike McDaniel is on his last leg.
Yeah, look, half the league lost, right?
Yeah.
That's the obvious statement, but I can't think of a team that wants week 2 to happen more than them because
that's right.
This is our first impression. So Miami I think they had the worst week. They looked terrible. Well, you win week 2, you're 1-1, and week 1, I don't know if it's forgotten, but it's in the rearview mirror a little bit. And, kind of goes back to, would you rather lose, like Baltimore did or Chicago last night,
right,
or like Miami? Either way, it's a loss. There's probably more hope for those other teams. Baltimore says we do this, this, and this. We win that game. But Chicago, we do this and this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what Miami's like. I think maybe you just absolutely flush that and go, all right, week 2, let's start over. Whatever our game plan was, whatever we tried, nothing worked. Credit to the Colts, but we're done. Let's go to week 2 and let's not carry that mess with us because, hey, 1-1, we're okay. But you got to get to 1-1. And when you lose like that, you question everything, right? The coach, the game plan, your quarterback, all those things. Tyreek Hill, is he going to stay happy? Is he happy? What do we have as a team? You question everything when you play like that.
It was 2 years ago, Jason. It was the season before last. The Miami Dolphins were 11-6. By the way, they were 11-4 and lost their final 2 games. They were 11-6. They were 9-8 the year before. McDaniel was the hottest young coach in the league. Nerdy looking, weird, off brand type of dude, but it worked.
Yeah.
And now that works when you're winning. When you're losing, everybody wants to slap you. I do think he's gone this year. I think he's gone soon. And what I think is really going to be interesting, because they do this just like they did with Robert Saleh, is Mike McDaniel going to be on the Niners sideline at some point? Now, they have Clay Kubiak as their offensive coordinator, but if Mike McDaniel's gone in week 2, 3, or 4, you got to think Shanahan's giving him a phone call.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Come back home.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they did with Robert Saleh.
Yeah, I don't know what Miami would do next. I mean, maybe it's promote within or get someone else, but you don't want to be thinking about a coach already in week 1.
No.
But I'm sure there are thoughts, right? It's not a crazy idea to suggest that.
No, it just has to do with, I mean, look, if you're an owner or a GM, here's the thing. You know, you're in the locker room.
Yeah.
You know when a team is lost. It's the one thing that the media and fans don't have that same access. You know what, whether you're a GM or an owner, whatever. What we don't see is we don't see that they're in the locker room every day. They understand the feel of the locker room. And then if you're a good GM, you're walking, hey, Jason, how you're over at your locker, it's after practice, whatever. Maybe hey, how you doing, man? Sit down, So what's going on? Like, how's everything good? Good. Yeah. How's the family? Okay, great. You have these conversations. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's almost like these psychologist visits. I mean, this is really the culture of a good locker room. And as a GM, you're hearing directly and unfiltered from your players different things. Some won't say anything. Some will complain about everything. You find whatever's in the middle. And when there are recurring themes, whether they've lost confidence in a kicker like Jake Moody, whether they've lost confidence in a quarterback and it's time to make a change, or conversely, they have their quarterbacks back and they go to war for that quarterback, or they've lost confidence in the coach.
Yeah.
And GMs good GMs know how to pick up on that. And that's the stuff. It's not just record. It's not just, and obviously that's the biggest thing, record, scores, how they look. But it's also, have you lost the belief of your locker room to a point where you're not going to get it back? And whether that's week 2 or whether that's week 12, I think if you're a good GM, you go, dude, the last thing I want to do is make a change right now, but I don't need 15 more. If we do this for 15 more games, the best part of the season is we're going to get a number 1 pick, but we're going to be terrible. And it's going to turn toxic, and we're going to have some serious issues in the locker room. And I think that's, I'm not saying the Dolphins are there right now, but I think they can see that.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous. I mean, to be here in week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, look, everybody's going to have just a dud of a game, you would think, during the season. But again, first impression.
Sure.
And it's not a team that I don't know. I didn't see everybody's predictions, but we didn't have the Dolphins in the playoffs. I think the AFC is loaded.
Yeah. And
I don't think they're one of those teams that are there. I don't think they're the worst team, but they look like it. They look like it this last week.
They look really bad.
Yeah.
Want to go back to last night's game. We're all familiar with Merrill Hodge as an analyst.
Yeah.
You're going to remember this clip. It's one of my favorite clips to play because I've never seen one guy be so right, one guy be so wrong in my entire life. This is Merrill Hodge and I think Skip Bayless talking about
John,
the prospect of Johnny Manziel.
So you are going bust. If he's a first round, shoot, even not really a top 3 rounds. He's a 5th or 6th round grade. If you have a compensatory pick, grab him there. But not in the first round.
I'm sorry, I got a question. Are you saying that Johnny Manziel may not even be worth a pick in the first 3 rounds?
Oh, I wouldn't. The project is so massive. There are so many major flaws.
So what are your thoughts about people who believe he should be the first overall pick in the draft?
Listen, obviously it's not a perfect science, but I think people who will take him in the first round,
I'm saying first overall.
If you took it first overall, I would think that staff would be gone in 2 years, and whoever made that pick be gone in 2 years. You don't make that pick based on the other players that are available to you. You make that pick, we got to question your evaluating players and their transition and their ability to transition to the National Football League very highly.
Merrill Hodge, with all due respect, you have never, ever been more wrong in your assessment of a football player than you just were about Johnny Manziel. Not only will Houston forever regret if they don't take Johnny with the first overall pick, but he won't be a bust. He's going to be a franchise player.
I mean, that's close.
Stop. He's already dead. Stop. That's
Wait.
the meme.
He died?
Look.
Which one, Skip or Johnny?
Skip's credibility died a long time ago. Now, look.
We all miss.
I'm sure we could. I'm not.
But some don't miss that epically.
Yes, I'm not going to defend Skip Bayless ever. But to be fair, I'm sure we could come through and find bad Merrill Hodge takes. And I'm sure we could come through and find great Skip. But that was an all-time crash and burn terrible take. Now, why are
you playing that, Dave?
Why am I randomly playing that? Is that what you asked, Jason Ross?
I did. Yeah. Why are you randomly playing that?
Because this caught my eye. Something else Merrill Hodge said. Let me maximize this and bring this back for our YouTubers, because this is Merrill Hodge talking about Caleb Williams.
Okay.
I've only watched Caleb Williams 3 games last year, 3 this year, so I'm only halfway done. Okay. The one thing that is clear, he is not special. He is not something unique like a Patrick Mahomes. And I hope the Bears don't think, well, let's try to make up for our mistake when we pass up Patrick Mahomes and go get the Patrick Mahomes. The kid is not Patrick Mahomes. Ain't even remotely close to that. So it is unfair to Justin Fields. He has had new coordinator. There's no possible way you can know about your guy when you do that. It's the worst thing that can happen to any player, especially a quarterback. Now, when Justin came out, the one thing that I thought he had just an inexperience. He just needed more experience. He lacked that. But what I have seen in Justin Fields, from my evaluation, there's enough growth and hope there that I would not lose. I would not let him go because I see enough there.
Now, that doesn't mean he's right.
Right.
But I thought, in light of, like, when Merrill Hodge evaluates a quarterback, I listen now.
Yeah.
I very much
Couple of
listen.
good marks.
And it's not fair to Caleb Williams and we'll get to him in a second. What I will note is Justin Fields in his first start with the Jets was 16-22 for a touchdown. And he also ran 12 times for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Not a great, tremendous
good,
passing game.
Right.
But those 2 rushing touchdowns help out. And the Jets lost, but you're going against the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers. I thought the coolest thing about last night's game was that it was a tale of 2 quarterbacks in 2 different halves.
Mm-hmm.
I think Caleb Williams started out, was he 10 of 10, 11 of 11? But I don't know what the hell Caleb Williams is, because, and I know it's going to sound like I'm being disrespectful or taking credit away from him. He made some great plays last night, but it felt like he was in the best kind of way, a prisoner of Ben Johnson's offense. That Ben Johnson was designing, not easy, it's the NFL, but you know what I'm saying, very protective plays for him to get his which is exactly what he should have done. But then when it came to the second half and people start downloading info and they make adjustments at the half, and you could tell that the Vikings and their staff and JJ McCarthy downloaded that info, and it was a completely different second half, mainly the fourth.
Yeah. So, again, we're all watching on TV and we're not there, but the vibe that seemed to me around Chicago is we may finally have something.
Right.
This has been an organization that's been down for a while. They get a new coach that people are excited about. Caleb Williams in year 2. They've been adding weapons over the last couple of years. And that drive was really well orchestrated when Caleb Williams ran it in.
Yes.
I mean, kind of through the TV, you're like, this place is going nuts.
Absolutely. It was great to see.
That fever that Chicago had for these Bears was like all being materialized. They get the pick later, the pick 6.
Yep.
And it's really looking like they're going to win. McCarthy looks a bit lost. But you're right. As the game went on, I thought that maybe the biggest critique I would have of Caleb Williams last night was there were throws that were makeable. Like sometimes you have to, and man, that guy put it in a tough spot, or he did stay in and got hit a couple times, but there were other times where he just missed some guys that I think those throws weren't, I don't know. Obviously, we've never played quarterback, but on a 1 to 10, they weren't 10s. It was like, that's about a 5 to 6
You could start
throw.
with that Rome Odunze home run ball, and I think the first quarter where Odunze's got his guy by 8 yards.
I think he had probably 3 to 4 where guys were considerably open that he missed.
That's right.
And again, you're not going to make every one, but it started to mount. And then you go, all right, well, it feels like there is something there, but why is it not all clicking? And when you, I think, have a coach that's going to help him in the head coach, he does have weapons. The line seems to be a little bit better. Now, on the other side, I think Minnesota is really well coached.
Tremendously. I mean, reigning coach of the year. Tremendously well coached.
And defensively with Flores and offensively with just the way they run. I don't know. I think Minnesota's good.
I love when they interviewed the coach at halftime, or maybe it was midway through the first.
O'Connell's really good.
Huh?
He's good.
He is.
Really good.
And I loved what he was saying. It was like, well, what do you tell your quarterback or whatever? And he's like, I tell him he's doing fantastic. And the team, needs to do better around him. And he's doing everything we ask. It was all about like J.J. McCarthy looked like a junior in college for the first couple of quarters. And you could tell he was a deer in the headlights. And the coach is just like positive. Dude, you're perfect. You're the best. You're doing amazing things. We need to pick it up around you. It was all about confidence. It's the exact right thing you needed to do for him, and it paid off in the second half.
Yeah, what was the sequence I really liked? It was near the end of the game. They had the lead. They basically needed to get first downs. And I think they ran on first down very predictable. So it's now 2nd and 6. Let's say.
You talking about the Bears?
No, the
Vikings, yeah.
And so you're going, and they were north of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get another first down, and he threw on second down. And I thought and I think Troy Aikman said it was such a perfect call because they were likely going to be put in a spot to maybe throw on third down with your rookie QB.
Yep.
But he did like a small little rollout to the tight end to Hawkinson.
Yep.
And just like, I don't know. I know we talked about play callings, but it's like that was the smart time to throw. They probably thought they were going to run.
That's right.
Let's not put them in the most dangerous spot. Then they ran on third. It's just, I don't know. They were just ahead of the game.
I know we have to break, but just to further your point and how smart they were, also time winding down in the fourth quarter, the punt to the end zone, and the whole thing was bring it out. Yep. Run a 4 or 5 seconds off the clock so we can get past the 2 minute so that they don't get that extra break in there. And it's just, again, did that win the game by itself? No.
That's smart.
But you put 5-10 of those smart things together, and you compare that to what's the name of the guy, the new coach in Tennessee, who didn't realize that an elbow is 2 feet and didn't he and his staff didn't challenge the call, and he's up there. He's like, well, an elbow is obviously not 2 feet. And everyone's like, no, it's actually 2 feet, buddy. An elbow does equal 2 feet. You need to read the rule book. And he apologized for it. He's accountable. And in my opinion, that's his staff's fault more than him. That's why you have ex-NFL refs, which he does on the staff. I fired that guy today. Like, I took a bullet for you, dude, but that is your job. You need to be in my ear, and you weren't. That's why you're here. It didn't work out. It's like Shooter McGavin. Well, you're fired.
Yeah.
So a lot of great plays in week one, a lot of great games in week one. Most importantly, the energy in week one was palpable. And I don't need a second opinion for that. Hear me? I don't need a second opinion for that. So you can sell Provasic. Maybe you need a second opinion. In fact, I would say you absolutely need a second opinion when it comes to dealing with another HVAC company. You see, it's been a mild summer. It's going to be like 70-something degrees today. Yeah, it'll get back in the 90s next week, but this has been, knock on wood, a very mild summer compared to your normal Sacramento summers. What does that mean? That means other HVAC companies, all HVAC companies, they're not getting the business they're used to. They got all kinds of bills they got to pay. So they're trying to make that up, job to job to job, out of your pocket. Not American Energy. They're charging the same they charged before, and charged before that, regardless of how the summer is. So let them come in. It's not your problem. It's not your job to make up for that. Let them come in and give you a second opinion on whatever bid you get. They're going to beat it. I can all but guarantee you they're going to beat it. And not only are you going to get a cheaper price, but you're going to get the peace of mind knowing you're dealing with a company that's been around since 1981. A+ with the Better Business Bureau serving the greater Sacramento area. 916-520-9990. It's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy. Keep the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break when we come back. Well, the Niners won the battle, but are they going to lose the war? Injury updates next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan's going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record.
He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPfest.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
University of Maryland Global Campus offers more than 55 flexible online certificates that provide short-term credentials and real-world skills you can use immediately. With a range of affordable undergraduate and graduate certificates in high-demand fields like business, AI, cybersecurity, data analytics, and healthcare, you can earn credentials quickly to help advance your career. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
on Sacktown Sports.
Remember, coming up at 8 o'clock, or a little after 8, maybe 8:10 or so, as soon as he finishes his show, Sean Salisbury will join us for his weekly appearance. That'll be shortly after 8. And then at 9, from The Athletic, brought to you by Stockton Honda, Matt Barrows. Talk about all those issues with the 49ers.
Yeah, we got some issues.
Yeah.
Won the battle, but the season is a marathon of a war. And George Kittle will be out a few weeks.
That's concerning.
Oh, well, it's not a couple. It's a few. So is that 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, you can't rush it.
You can't rush these things. So that's a big loss. And breaking news, Dave, that's a big loss. But it would be a big loss no matter what. But that's the one place they can't lose at for a couple of reasons. The importance of George Kittle to this team, this specific team, because their wide receiver core.
Yeah.
Now they signed very quietly yesterday. They signed Kendrick Bourne, old friend, back to help bolster the core. They're going to get what's his face back from suspension in a couple of games. But not only does George Kittle give Brock Purdy a reliable pair of hands that he's very familiar with that can help him on his checkdowns and give him that safety valve, but he's also that other offensive lineman that can help protect Brock Purdy. So the only thing that could be worse than losing George Kittle would be if your star quarterback was banged up. Welp.
So they're fine.
They're fine. Oh, wait, there's more. Brock Purdy also injured his shoulder and his toe, and his status for Sunday against New Orleans is in doubt. Adrian Martinez would move up from the Adrian Martinez,
who's never thrown a pass in the NFL,
which also has never not thrown a touchdown in the NFL on any pass he's attempted.
He's never thrown an interception.
Never thrown it, never fumbled.
Yeah.
He will get called up from the practice squad to back up Mac Jones.
If need be. Yeah, so it sounds like the shoulder's more concerning than the toe at the moment, and he may not be out, but the fact that it's already addressed and being mentioned is something of a concern. I guess you never take any team lightly. I would never say that. It might be the right week to be playing the Saints.
If you're going to have this issue, this would be the week to have the issue, but that doesn't guarantee it.
Yeah, you're not playing Green Bay, you're not playing Buffalo, you're not playing the Chiefs, whatever. But that doesn't matter. It's another NFL team that's going to be hungry for a win. It's in New Orleans. The Kittle part, I think they can cover all of the bases. They can get another, like Ton just caught the big touchdown. Mm-hmm. They can get a guy that literally can play the position. But Kittle means so much more. I mean, anybody that's watched the Niner game, he just feels like the heartbeat of the offense. And I think they still have, to this day, probably 5 players on that roster that you would either say are the best at their position or in the top 3, and that's Trent Williams, it's McCaffrey, that's Kittle, that's Warner, and that's Bosa. And as long as you have all 5, I think that team is pretty good.
Yes.
Now you've lost 1, and even if it's a few weeks, whether that's 3 to 5, I don't know, it's a big deal. And Purdy's not in that group. I mean, he's their best quarterback.
Yeah.
But it just... Even in the game, it felt different when, like, the first drive was so great, and it's capped with the Kittle TD, and you're like, man, this looks like Super Bowl Niners. That drive was fantastic.
Classic Shanahan drive.
95 yards, and that's where, like, you mix in Pearsall. You're like, they have Pearsall now. Yeah, but Pearsall is better because of Kittle, and McCaffrey is better because of Kittle and Pierce. The collective is what makes them good, but those elite players are so special, and now you lose one that, what is Kittle, 31? Mm-hmm. Just the more you get injured, it's a violent sport, and this isn't like a, career-ending thing, but it just takes a little longer to recover, and it's just unfortunate to start your year like this.
Yeah, it is. And the problem is, and we've seen this before, now, on one hand, with the Chiefs last year, it was, well, how much more can they get whittled down? How many more people can they lose? How many more, whether it's to injury or to trade or contracts, free agency somewhere else? Like, how far can Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones take this team? And eventually it caught them in the Super Bowl, but they also went 15-2 and made it to the Super Bowl. You just get this feeling, and again, I hope I'm wrong. I thought they were going to lose week 1. They did not. I saw a stat today. They were 1-10. In their previous 11 in Seattle, and Brock Purdy, I think, is 4-0, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. They have that all-world talent. But it's at the point, and it's been at that point since the seasons, before the season started, where I'm thinking to myself, I just don't know how much more they can take.
Yeah.
And I think that smoke and mirrors and that all pro talent will get you so far, but eventually the slog of the season, the road trips, the building knocks. Because look, let's say Purdy plays this weekend. Well, he's got a shoulder and a toe injury. They're just going to heal themselves. They're going to heal themselves when you're playing football every week, with the exception of the bye week. Those are two things that it certainly sounds like could be nagging. And if they're nagging, that means they're going to get even more nagging, and at some point you go, okay, what's going to pop here? Is it going to be Chris McCaffrey having all the most touches he's had since 2022 when he's got calf issues, and the calf is direct? Halliburton fans know calf equals Achilles in a lot of cases. Is that bomb going to go off? Purdy's shoulder, Purdy's toe. We already saw Kittle's hamstring. How much more can they take before it just turns into a disaster class?
Right. And that's the warning flags that are out there. It may never get to that.
Right.
And I think the difference between your thought on the Chiefs last year, their injuries, it wasn't Mahomes.
That's right.
It wasn't Kelsey.
That's
it wasn't
right.
Chris Jones.
That's
so
right.
Like, no offense, but like Ayuk's out. Like they miss him. but they can function.
Right.
But you start to take one of those 5 elite guys to me, like I said, Williams, Kittle, McCaffrey, Warner, or Bosa. That's a difference.
It is.
And now one is out.
I think the only bright side for me first off, they won. Trent Williams had a really bad, he did not have a great game on Sunday for Trent Williams. But that being said, I've heard this every year for the last 4 years. Trent Williams generally comes out of the box crappy. You know why? Because he's in bubble wrap all summer. He doesn't do anything during training camp. He does nothing. He sits and scratches his butt and talks to people. For a good reason. I wouldn't want him to, because the guy gets turf toe, it seems like, walking to the snack bar. I'd leave him alone. But what do you know? By the end of the year, Trent Williams either in or is in the Pro Bowl or in the conversation or what. I'm not. At some point, Trent Williams is going to get too old and the game's going to pass him by. Yeah. Father Time is undefeated. But until that happens, and until we're in week 10, and that's
yeah.
Because I don't think Trent Williams had a bad year last year.
Right.
So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll recap the best of week 1. But before that, we'll get a word from Gonzalez Law. We'll do that next.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right, and for his 19th season, we're so happy to have him back, Matt Barrows. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, guys. How are you? You guys were talking about brisket, however. I apologize for interrupting your brisket discussion.
That was me.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
Well, Dave is right. I am here to talk to you about Gonzalez Law. His name is Jonathan Gonzalez. He's a lawyer right here in our community in downtown Sacramento. How's that sound? Someone local, someone that's here, someone that's a Sacramentan that's willing and able and more than capable of helping you out. Has helped a lot of people out. Great success story, and wants to help you, whether that's with an expungement. That's something that's been really common that he's been able to help a lot of people in our area with. Something that maybe followed you from a mistake you made a long time ago that you just can't shake, and maybe it's keeping you from some of your rights or some of the things that you want to do. Well, how about getting that removed from your record with an expungement? Maybe there's a wrongful termination case, some other employment cases, car accidents, criminal defense. There's all sorts of reasons you might need representation. Well, why not get someone that is here, that is good at their job, that wants to help? And that is Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law, SacLegalDefense.com. Check out the website, see all the different things they can help you with. Or better yet, give them a call at 916-304-9187.
Fall is coming, and River Cats Baseball has you covered. On Friday, September 19th, we are giving away San Francisco Giants puffer vests to the first 2,500 fans through the gates at Sutter Health Park. If you missed this giveaway at Oracle Park, here's your second chance, and it's the final giveaway of the 2025 River Cats baseball season. Don't miss your shot to head into autumn in style. Get your tickets today for September 19th and all remaining River Cats games of the season at rivercats.com.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family, or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
In the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Hey, welcome back. 916-339-1140. That's your text line. 1-800-920-1140. Question from the chat line from Malcolm.
Hi, Malcolm.
How can my cream of wheat taste burnt when it's boiled? You got to keep stirring it, dude.
Yeah,
you
get to the bottom and get sticky.
That's exactly right. All it takes is some of them little wheats to stick to the bottom. Then you stir it in. One little burnt piece will damage the whole deal, dude.
Yesterday we talked about grits.
That's
Kyle
right.
was here. He said he never had grits. I probably had cream of wheat, but I don't remember. I don't remember having cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat is like, it's kind of grits, but it's not. It's not grits.
I don't remember. I'm sure I had it, but I definitely, if I did, it was as a kid.
But the thing about cream of wheat and grits, same thing. They both will take, and that's why it can taste burnt, even if it's just a time. They will take on the flavor. They're flavor sponges.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take on the flavor. If you put in grits, by the way, after that show yesterday, somebody, a friend of mine texted me and said, hey, next time you're making grits, put a little square of that dry chicken bouillon in there and mix in the chicken bouillon with your grits. He said you can do other things to it, but it gives the grits a nice base flavor, which I thought was kind of interesting. Same thing with cream of wheat, although cream of wheat's generally more of a sweet than they're really as savory. And then malto-meal is a whole different category for another show. We'll have a malto-meal show this July.
Okay.
Were you ever a malto-meal guy?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'll bring some in. I have nothing against malto-meal. Put a little butter, a little maple syrup in there.
What is it?
Malt and
oatmeal.
I don't know. It's brown little thing, powder that turns into thick porridge. I think it's porridge. I think it's in the porridge family, not the oatmeal family. I think it's in the porridge family. And man, I'll tell you this much: you eat a bowl of oatmeal malto-meal right now, you're not eating again till dinner.
Malto-meal is a quick cooking hot wheat cereal made from wheat farina and malted barley.
Oh, there's where okay, the malt. There's the malt,
resulting in a smooth, mild, and slightly sweet porridge that can be cooked on the stovetop or in the microwave.
Yeah, stovetop's the way to go. A little milk in there instead of the water.
Okay,
you're shaking your head. Yeah.
Go for oatmeal or grits.
We should do we both love grits. We should do a cream of wheat and then a malto-meal thing because I can make them both here, right? With hot plate.
Yeah. The you did go to Dookie Chase.
I did.
But the other restaurant I told you about too. I was also in the family's chapter 4. They had grits there. Yeah. Just another level,
right?
I'm like, what do you do? And then he told me a little bit. I can't repeat. I mean, I could.
Yeah, he's probably milling his own.
I'm like, this is just
From the 916 on the chat line or on the text line, you guys are too much of anxiety mongers. Everything is gloom and done. I'm assuming that's gloom and doom with you guys. It's crazy. Sit back and see what happens. That's why you don't run teams. Okay, stupid. Listen.
Whoa, you're going stupid? I
am going stupid because that's just such a stupid text. Let's run with that text for a second. Okay. Let's role play. Ask Dave, how do you think the Kings are going to do this year? Ask me that.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
How do you think the Kings are going to do this year?
I don't know, man.
I just came up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have to see how the season plays out. I really don't have any clue, but I don't like to. I just
have
like
no read.
I could guess, but I don't know. 1-800-920-1140. How do you think the Kings are going to do? That's great radio, dude. That's amazing radio. Let's just wait for it all. What are your picks for this weekend?
I'll tell you on Monday.
I don't know. The whole point of radio is you opine.
Yeah.
Now,
it may not be doom and gloom.
I'm as full of crap as the next guy.
Yeah.
But we've done this a long time. So it's not, look, I'm a diehard, lifelong Niner fan. As I said this weekend, which, by the way, I was wrong and they won, and I was the first guy to raise my hand and say I was wrong. By the way, they were dogs for the week before, so it's not like I was pulling that out of my rear end. I thought they were going to lose. They did not. It's not like we're just coming out and being like, you know what? It's a Tuesday. Let's put the cap on the Niners season. No, their quarterback has a shoulder and a toe issue. Their running back is a possible ticking time bomb with his Achilles. Their top wide receiver is out for a very long time. And by the way, wasn't exactly breaking records when he was healthy last year. Deebo Samuel scoring touchdowns for the Commanders. Their best offensive player that's not Christian McCaffrey, who's also in his early 30s, just went out multiple weeks with a hamstring. They're a top 10 player in the game, according to his peers in 2024, and perennial Pro Bowler. The only reason he didn't make the Pro Bowl last year is because he missed, 7 games or whatever. Trent Williams had a terrible game on Sunday. So forgive me if we go, you know what? And by the way, nobody said the season was over. Nobody said they weren't going to make the playoffs. Nobody said. What we did say is, how much can they take? Now, if that's doom and gloom, I get it, dude. Some people are like that, and I'm not even trying to be a D-bag right now. That's why I always say you're listening to the wrong show, and I need to prep you guys for the Kings here, because if you think this is bad, there are many Niner podcasts out there, a ton, dude, where it's like, welcome in, bang, bang, Niner game day. We're going to talk about the amazing Isaac Guerrero. Brock Purdy, is he Tom Brady? I don't know. Let's talk about that later. But right now, Jerry Rice, Juwan Jennings, same guy. Like that's what you need, because what we're just analyzing, and we're not coming up with this out of nowhere. Things have happened, and I'm worried. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the 49ers go 20-0 or 21-0. Wait, 17-0, because then they'd be the first seed. 18, 20-0, right? They'd get a first round bye. I'm confident if they went 17-0. 916-339-1140. Same guy comes back. He says, I'm very intelligent. I'm sure you are. I'm saying it's a stupid comment. And you guys do the same things with the Kings that you do with the Niners. Again, you followed up the dumb text with a dumber text. Uh-oh. Doom and gloom with the Kings. Why would we ever do that? And we've sure been wrong. They've been wonderful. They've been amazing. The Kings, since the Beam Team year, have been fantastic. And I'd like to publicly apologize for being doom and gloom with them. The Fox trade, amazing. They came out super for that. Monty McNair doing a wonderful job. Like, what do you want? What do you want? The truth, or do you want an echo chamber? Bill, if that's even your real name.
Hey, Dave, I had a question about the Kings, but since that call, the guy that
Yeah.
that texted in, said just kind of let it ride out. I won't ask the question. I'll just let it ride out. Sounds like a good plan.
We'll just see what happens, Bill, right?
Yeah, I can't really ask anything that's not going to be doom and gloom, so I'll just let it be. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate you. And I'm picking on our texter. And I love him. He's fine. But it's just a philosophy.
Right.
We're not, I'm sorry if it's doom and gloom, but also, Jason, you work with me a long time. And obviously I'm psycho and you're normal. And that's why I love you. But I would also say this. I have absolutely no problems going overboard on the positive side too when things are positive.
Sure.
Like I will be a nut job and be running around this place ringing this bell and going crazy. Forgive me if I'm worried about the Niners.
Yeah.
And forgive me if I don't have a ton of confidence in the Kings. And I'd like to think that our audience, for the most part, would rather have truthful, non-homerific debate and analysis rather than bang, bang, Niner gang and light the beam every day.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Well, I like it when they like the beam.
I do.
Yeah.
And it's a girthier beam again this year.
Really?
They added, I think it's now with 33% more beam.
Oh, wow.
They did that earlier.
So last year it was on Ozempic?
Last year, the beam went through a beam montage and did a workout and really, the beam went paleo. And now the beam has rebulked up
10 pounds of muscle,
at least 10
off-season.
pounds. Yes, because they hit ketosis.
Yeah,
and now it's just a fat purple beam.
The best shape it's ever been in.
That's what I hear. Now, will the team match the beam?
Well,
I don't know.
Determined.
But I will say this year, even if the team sucks, it will be quality, not quantity of beam.
Well, it had a long off season to work on it, so hopefully that's ready to go.
Girthiest beam in the NBA belongs to the Sacramento Kings. Speaking of, crap, we're late. I had a whole set of highlights, and then that guy made me angry.
Maybe you could start it before we get to Sean. We don't know when Sean will come through.
From the 209, be honest, Dave, if the Niners went 17-0, you'd be saying the L is bound to come. That's fair.
That checks out.
That absolutely checks out. Sean Salisbury, who compared to Sean, I'm on Valium right now. He's going to come in with some hot takes. And I want to ask him about J.J. McCarthy, and I want to ask him about Caleb Williams as well, along with the 49ers and his Raiders over the Patriots. We'll talk about that next.
Greg Papa joined the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
The worst moment of my life was watching my parents at my brother's funeral. So it's just unnatural. So anyway, as far as with McCaffrey, honestly, I mean, because where I was before, people like Christian do inspire me.
Brought to you in part by Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard of the public adjusting industry.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity, introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, one of the subplots in September will be whether Jacob Wilson could win the AL batting title. Now, he's been around 10 points behind Aaron Judge in the recent past, but if Judge were to fade and Wilson were to get hot, the A's might have their first batting champion since Jimmy Fox back in 1933.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
He waited a lifetime for this moment. Now it's time to celebrate. The official collection. The Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA champions. Available now at NBA Store. A Fanatics experience.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part, they accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross. Second half of the program.
That's right. Moving on.
But I have bad news for you.
What's that?
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Of week 1. Really week 2.
Mm-hmm.
Does week 2 start today, or does week 2 start on Thursday?
I think we're already getting into week 2 now, right? Still recapping week 1, but it's here.
If there is a downside, if there's a downside to football starting back up, what the hell do we do tonight?
Oh.
What do we do tonight and tomorrow?
No football.
It's like you're starving for months and you're surviving on saltines and beer, like Pabst. Not even, right? And then you have a weekend where it's like your rich friend picks you up and you guys go to the Four Seasons in Maui all weekend, and it's just the best food and drink and dancing, line dancing and square dancing. And you just have a 4-day, 5-day marathon, fun, relaxing time. And now today's the first day you're back. And by the way, you get to go back this weekend.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be as good as the first weekend because you were hungry for so long. And secondly, so I feel like I'm just going to stare out the window for 2 days.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday without football. Thursday we get it back.
Yeah.
Friday's okay. I know there's college, but Friday's okay because we're getting to the weekend.
That's right. Friday's okay. You can prep for the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to Sam's Club and getting a brisket. That's what I do on Friday. That's a fun day. And then Saturday you got college football.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a great college football weekend.
Again?
That's really not that great. And then it comes back. That's the downside, is that it makes your Tuesdays and Wednesdays just like, can we get the Ryder Cup to move up?
Remember, not that we want this again, but the COVID year when games were moving around. Like we almost had football every night. Like this game, because there were so many people out for the Steelers and the Browns, has been moved to Tuesday. It's like, oh, we have Tuesday night football. Oh my gosh, this game was moved to Wednesday. We had games all over the place.
Now it's just baseball.
What's wrong with that? Soon it'll be basketball.
That's where it's okay.
Yeah.
Because at least this, like, if so in a perfect world, Monday Night Football ended. Oh, Kings versus the Mavs tonight, 7:00.
Yep.
Or 7:30.
8.
Or 8.
Tuesday night, 8:00.
Golden One Center.
Almost there. A few more weeks. Few more weeks.
I'll address this real quick and then move on, because normally people would not read these texts, but I want to. Our guy who I yelled at said, your comments are stupid sometimes too, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. It's sports radio. It's not that serious. Should I be doom and gloom? I'm trying to read this because there's a ton of them. I'm on an island or a part of, I'm not sure if I'm on an island or part of a growing mainstream, but the Fever and Valkyries are not the only WNBA teams selling out games with a hungry and energetic fan base. And talk about the most intriguing offseason expansion and new CBA. I'd love to see a designated 15 minutes designated to the WNBA playoffs. That's, God, this thing's all over the place. That start September 18th. Okay, so this person's saying more WNBA. Look, dude, I'm always really honest about this because this is a topic that people avoid like the plague on sports radio. I've gone into this before. 95% of sports radio hosts don't want to talk about the WNBA because they don't want to look dumb because they don't know anything about the WNBA. I'm very upfront of the fact that I know the very surface of the WNBA, but I don't have deep knowledge. But we're always into talk. You talk UFC when nobody wanted to talk UFC. We're all about, I mean, I'm a soccer fan. Like, come on. I will say the same thing about the WNBA. And again, this is not a showtatorship, it's a showocracy. And Jason, I'm sure you have thoughts. I think what's going on in the Bay Area with the Valkyries is amazing. I followed that from afar. The first expansion team ever to make the playoffs. It's insane. They're selling out
to win like 7 games.
Yeah, dude. It's ridiculous. It's a wonderful story. I don't think they're going to have any luck tying them to the Sacramento area like they've tried, but like that's the Bay Area, dude. And that's fine.
That's their team.
I'll say the same thing about the WNBA that I have said before when we get these calls about high school sports. We get these calls or texts about a passion of ours, college football. If it was up to me, dude, we would talk college football like 6-7 hours a week. It would be one of our main topics. We don't do that because the audience isn't into it. You want to have more WNBA talk? 1-800-920-1140. Use your phone. Call, ask questions. Sports hosts don't like to look dumb when callers ask them questions and they don't know the answer. More texts, more involvement. I respect and appreciate that you are into the WNBA, and many, many people are. But every single study we've seen and every single conversation we've had with the bulk of the audience says that interest in the WNBA from a sports radio standpoint is a little bit lower than interest in A's broadcasts. And I mean, no disrespect by that. It flatlines. So I would have no problems talking about it. And I have 1,000 miles of respect for it. I really do. But to please the 3 and have the other 100 turn the channel, that's not good radio. It's not good business. Right. That's just the best answer. That's an honest answer. It's the best answer I can give you. I don't want to avoid the topic. Sean Salisbury will join us, we think, in a couple of minutes. And we'll get his takes on the weekend. Big fourth quarter win, but we mentioned earlier, Jason, this guy makes you wonder if the Niners could use him right now.
1st and 10 at the 19. In motion, Debo. wheels around, takes a handoff, spins back to the left, has a wall in front of him at the 15, breaks the tackle at 10, to the 5, leads for the end zone, touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Deebo Samuel!
I know hindsight's always 20/20, and I get it. Wouldn't mind Deebo Samuel on this team right now.
Sure. Yeah. No.
Really wouldn't mind Deebo Samuel on this team right now.
Yeah, I think I want to see when the wide receiver room is all fully healthy. But yeah, Deebo's a good player. Like he would help anybody. I know he'll have a good year for Washington. I think he would have a good year as a 49er. It just that I guess seemed to run its course, even though look, he could still play. There's no doubt about that. But it'll be good for the Commanders.
Also, we mentioned yesterday, a great weekend for the Bosa family.
Now to 45 seconds, and it's 2nd down and 5 at the 49ers 9. Again, shotgun. Again, Darnold looks. Darnold, the ball came out, and Bosa falls on it. Was that a pass or is it a fumble? Might have been an empty hand. And the ruling is 49ers football.
Bosa time. What did we say? Bosa time. Holy smokes.
Great weekend for those guys. You think there was a phone call after Sunday's game?
I hope so.
Hey,
why
bro.
not?
Hey.
Checking on each other and little family text thread or a phone call or FaceTime, whatever it might be. Yeah.
Why not? Also a good weekend. Well, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but interesting weekend for offense. But at the same time, the best running back in football last year got in the end zone.
Ashton Genty
College football.
had 50 career rushing touchdowns at Boise State. Is this the time for his first as a Raider? 1st and goal at the 3, and Geno Smith in the shotgun. Snap, handoff, Genty trying to pick his way forward. He's pushed, he gets out of the pile. Touchdown Raiders! Ashton Genty, his first career score, and the Raiders capitalize on the pick. They go down for 6.
Athletics Baseball is checking in on the chat line and says, the Raiders could have beat the Pats and the Seahawks on the same day, baby, without rest. Hey, easy. Calm down there, Raider fan. You want to know.
You got your win.
You got your win.
Yeah.
Let's not. This is where you run into trouble every year.
Enjoy the first one. Hopefully there's a lot more ahead.
That's exactly right. And we are rooting for you, and we hope there's a lot ahead. It's just let's just talk. They got the Chargers at home. Look,
that'd be a massive 2-0 start if they beat the Chargers.
They beat the Chargers after the Chargers take out the Chiefs and they go to 2-0. Here's what I will say to Raider fan. If the Raiders beat the Chargers in Vegas this weekend, I will give you, and yes, you have to have my permission, I will give you permission to get a little crazy.
Okay. What does that mean?
I think, okay,
How does that manifest?
Okay, so on the far side, we're going to the Super Bowl. No,
Okay.
that's no.
Too crazy.
Too crazy.
Okay. What will you allow?
Guys, we might just have ourselves a playoff team here. I think that everything.
At 2-0, you're comfortable with letting them do that?
I think at 2-0, I think at 2-0 with a road win against the Patriots, they're not your daddy's Patriots, but the Patriots. With a road win against the Pats, but the home win against the Chargers, who, by the way, I don't know how this works, but maybe they're a little lagged up from Brazil, and you catch them. I don't know, whatever. It's a win's a win. I think the following two things would be acceptable to talk about. Sean is asking if we can move to tomorrow because he just yes, no problem. We'll move Sean to tomorrow.
Okay.
That's fine. Sean had a thing happen and you don't need to know about it, but everything's fine. He just had something business
Same time
that
tomorrow.
screwed him up. And the thing, and some of you might be like, wait, why does Sean do this every day? Because Sean does this. Look, I'll stand in front of Sean here. Sean does a radio show in Houston.
just finished.
He literally finished 13 minutes ago. And as we know in this business, sometimes, now, if we were having Sean on at 3 p.m. our time, he would be on at 3 p.m. every single day. We get him literally minutes after his radio show. And in this business, you're going to get hit with some stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
So we get it. We'll get.
He might get hit tomorrow. You never know, but we'll try.
Absolutely right. All right. So back to Raider fan. And I know I have a lot of fun going back and forth with Raider fan, but in moments of seriousness, I have been very much a fan of what they've done. this last summer.
Yeah.
Again, there's no doom and gloom with the Raiders. It's calling it what you call it. Calling balls and strikes, man. I would say if they beat the Chargers, the following things are acceptable from my Burfy friends. Number one, we might just have a playoff team. Number two, hey, I think 9-10, I think above 500, I think that's workable. That's it. Nothing beyond that.
No Raider chance on air.
I mean, as a general rule, I'd say no, but let them
have their fun.
Let them have that. That's right. I don't.
It's been a long time.
If somebody wants to call in right now, 1-809-211-40, and just do it, I'll allow it. You want to call in and just do a Raiders?
Okay.
I'll allow
even
that.
At 1-0.
I think there's got to be something for something.
Okay.
They're 1-0.
Yeah.
The Raiders are undefeated. Pete Carroll's never lost as Raiders head coach.
Neither is Geno Smith as their quarterback.
Ashton Genty has scored in
perfect.
Mark Spytek. Wait, Brian, Mark, David. Is it? Wait, what's Spytek's first name? Why am I blanking?
You just confused me when you put all three out there.
Their GM never lost.
Never lost as the Raiders GM. If they did beat the Chargers, though, that would be fantastic.
That would be awesome. Yeah. That would be awesome. Oh, God, here's sensitive Dwayne. No different than fans of a team that hasn't won a Super Bowl since Steve Young as a quarterback being pumped up. Yes, it is.
Explain it.
Because one team has had lots of success and been to Super Bowls and, is generally very good. And the other one, every year, is like, Raiders. And then they're like 5-90.
Oh, been to Super Bowls.
Yes. What
was the outcome?
Don't even remember. You know what?
Nobody knows.
Jason, nobody knows. It's not about the outcome.
Oh,
it's about the journey.
The process.
The process.
And they trusted it.
Honestly, you know what the outcome was? Champions of the NFC.
They won the NFC.
The
top of the top.
Super Bowl's like the whipped cream on the sundae. They won the sundae. They just didn't get
the cherry.
They got the cherry, the whipped cream, or the nuts.
Maybe this year in their home stadium. That'd be the way to do it. Win in Santa Clara.
That would be great. Here's for my doom and gloom guy. I will tell you this. I think the 49ers have a better chance of making the Super Bowl than the Raiders. Obviously, I do. Okay. I think they have as much of a better chance as most people do. I'm not confident in the 49ers this year.
That's fair.
I'm just not.
Yeah. I don't have them there.
I was more confident in the 49ers at the start of last year than I am at the start of this year.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember early on, I think Matt Barrows, even Greg Pop, they're like, this might be the best team they've had going into last year. And
for good reason.
Beat the Jets, remember, opening week, looked good. Then 3-3 through 6, and then the injuries happen, and they just right off the cliff.
That's the thing. I also think in football, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to it's a lot more likely you're going to underachieve than you're going to overachieve.
Yeah. And I think, back to the injury part where we had the text earlier about doom and gloom. To me, I don't think it's doom and gloom for the Niners at this moment, but it's injuries happen to every team. And I think last year showed you it's who gets injured. So if you lose, and no offense to whatever, I'll just pick a position, a right guard, that's going to hurt your team.
Yes.
But, for the Niners, like I said before, if they lose Trent Williams, Kittle, McCaffrey, Warner, Bosa, it's going to change the dynamic of the team. And right now they've lost Kittle. It might just be a few weeks, and maybe order is restored and they hang on and win a few games, and it's not that damaging. But Purdy's a little banged up.
Yes.
McCaffrey's fine. Allegedly. He was questionable going into last week's game. So there are warning flags. Doesn't mean but it won't be shocking to me if this team has an injury-riddled year. I'm not rooting for it, but it wouldn't be shocking.
Just because of all the takes, I shouldn't say I hope I'm wrong about, because I haven't predicted it, but of all the worries I hope I'm over-worrying about, easily the number one is Christian McCaffrey. And I completely admit, and I've been very vocal about this, I'm scarred from Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
But it is not the first time. Durant had the same issue before. When you have Achilles, you have the Achilles soreness that starts, the tendonitis, which develops into a calf issue because you're overcompensating. And then boom, pop goes your Achilles.
Right.
And the fact that they ran him or had him touch the ball in game one more than any game in 3 years, that worries me a little bit. So I do think Christian McCaffrey's a ticking time bomb. By the way, that doesn't mean the bomb's going to go off.
Yeah.
But we've got 16 games and hopefully a playoff run in front of us for a 30-year-old guy who's who's flying around the world trying to get his Achilles taken care of.
Yeah, and I think, too, the other part, whether this is fair or not, but it's the reality, he's been hurt before. So if McCaffrey had never been hurt and has been durable and never missed a snap or played every game, it's like, well, yeah, anybody can get hurt on any play, but we haven't seen it. Well, he's had years with the Panthers and now with the Niners where he's been injured. And then all of a sudden, injury report on Thursday. It's like, wait, he's questionable? What happened? We heard he looked great in camp.
Right.
What's the concern here? Now, he played, which is the most important thing.
Which is the most important thing.
And if he's questionable every week and plays every week, that's fine. But I just, I think there's plenty of reason at least to have that as a concern for the Niners.
We told you earlier that the 49ers were 1-10 in Seattle from 2012 through 2021. Brock Purdy, with the win on Sunday, is now 4-0.
That's impressive.
At Lumen Field. Here's something else that is either impressive or depressive.
Okay.
In the 2020s, meaning over the last 5 years, passing yards and passing touchdowns, the Bears quarterbacks combined have 15,454 yards passing and 102 touchdowns.
Okay.
Tom Brady has 16,864 yards and 123 touchdowns. He retired in 2022.
That's depressing for the Bears.
Dude. He retired in 2022.
He was also 73 those couple years.
45 and a half. Also, stop using the half once you get above 10. Come on. But still.
I got a half birthday coming up.
Wait, you know what? New rule. Stop using the half when you are past 10, but you can start bringing it back when you're over 80.
Okay.
I'm 85 and a half.
Sounds better.
It's like a sandwich.
So 80, 10 to 80, off limits.
Off limits, dude.
Okay.
It's like you don't say I'm 6'3" and a half.
Oh, can you? Well, can you on height?
Here's what I say.
Do you round up or round down?
I will say this. I think if you're below 6 feet, it's the only time it's acceptable to use a half. Like Allen, no offense. Allen Styles needs the half.
What's your exact height?
I was 6'4". I'm now 6'3" and a half.
You were never slightly over 6'4"?
I was 6'4". Well, at my
but
height,
you never
I was
said you were 6'5".
No, I was this side. I was like a little thinger on the height chart away from 6'5". So I was probably at my height. I was like 6'4" and 3/4.
You shrunk already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because here's my theory on that. I'm not a doctor, but when you're a big fatso, eventually your bones start compounding. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're just a big.
So what if you leaned
skin.
out? Do you think it would?
I don't know if you can go back.
Okay.
But I could start hanging. I don't want to. You know what? I'm done. I used to want to be. I don't want to be taller anymore. I want to be shorter. Like our friend that we always travel with. She's literally like 5'4". Every airline, it's first class for her. Every seat.
Yeah.
Every seat's first class, dude. You're in economy, first class. I want to be so short that my legs are hanging off my chair.
There was a time. I mean, when I was a kid, I grew late. It was fun to be short, but then I really wanted to grow.
Right.
But there are elements like when you're a little fella that are kind of cool.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
When I was in Montana, we slept down they had a finished basement, and they had these beams on the ceiling. I hit my head on them like 5 times. I did, but like in the morning. There was like times when I wasn't paying attention. Like being tall is great, but there's drawbacks.
But you're a good height in a sense, like you're not freakishly tall,
yes,
but you're taller than most.
There's a difference between he's a tall drink of water and he's an ogre.
I think 6'6".
I couldn't agree with you more.
Is that the number? Above that, you're
6'6" and above is. Oh, did you play basketball?
Right. No matter what.
No matter what. Those are the ones
I'm an accountant.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I feel the worst for those people. Yeah. The ones that
Can
are
you
like,
dunk?
right. And it's like, no, or the ones that did play basketball, but they didn't make a career out of it. Mm-hmm. So like My dad in his Rotary Club growing up, our dentist, his name's Rich, and he's 6'10" and a half.
Oh, big Rich.
He played basketball at Nebraska, but never played professionally.
Okay.
And he went into great job, dentist. Right, great job.
Tall dentist.
But like, if you're that tall, you need to make enough money to live the adjusted lifestyle. There's only certain cars he can drive. There's only certain beds he can. Every hotel he goes to, his feet are hanging off, which I could not handle. Like, I can't sleep with my feet hanging off the bed because you know why? The clown will grab me and drag me underneath the bed to this day.
Always there.
The poltergeist clown to this day bothers me.
Yeah, but if your feet don't go over he
can't.
He's like,
he can't touch you if your feet are on the mattress.
Yeah, clearly.
Also, before we go to break, if you don't pull the shower curtain back, the old lady from The Shining will reach up and grab you. It's a fact, dude.
Okay. Do you have a shower curtain?
We have a door. Okay. She can't open those
doors.
She can't open those. But to this day, because I saw The Shining way too young, though, if anytime I go to somebody's house to take a leak and I'm peeing by the shower curtain, open it up.
Yeah, hasn't been there yet, huh?
Hasn't been there yet. I will say this though. Usually I start peeing before I open the shower curtain. So awkward. If she ever is there,
you'd stop.
I wouldn't. You know what I'd do? I'd probably turn towards her.
I think
Take
the weird
that,
thing
lady.
Is open the curtain and be the clown.
and the old woman. Hi. Oh, hello. Why would Mickey Mouse be in there? I don't know. We'll take a break.
I snorted.
When we come back, 4 down territory, week 1, top 5. We got your power rankings as we always do. What's hot, what's not. Matthew Barrows will join us at 9 a.m. We'll ask him about the clown and so much more right after this.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
The Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit sacktownsports.com to join.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at folsomlakehonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to folsomlakehonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal. You should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990.
$99.90 now.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Golf.com's Josh Sens offers 5 common golf course maintenance mistakes and tips to correct them. You've hit the green, and to fix your divot, you jam your tool underneath the ball mark and lift the soil, but the right way is to circle the edges of the mark with your tool, gently pulling the turf toward the center. Second, when fixing divots in the fairway, fill it with sand until it's level with surrounding turf, and gently smooth it with your foot. Third, when the course imposes the 90-degree rule, it means to stay on the cart path until you can turn at a right angle to your ball, minimizing wear and tear on the turf. 4, when you're driving on the course, proceed at a modest pace and avoid staked and roped off areas. Avoid sharp turns, wet turf, bunker edges, tees, and greens. The superintendent will applaud you. 5, in a bunker, rake the sand smoothly and exit as you entered from the low side. Tap the sand from your shoes and leave it as if you weren't there. And now that you know, make sure your foursome knows as well. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
From the chat line, I too saw The Shining when I was way too young. To this day, I reach in and turn on the light before entering the bathroom. I'm 56 years old.
There's something, I mean, isn't that something like that happens as a kid? That I know someone who like will swim, but just from Jaws is like always convinced there's a shark in the pool or in any body of water.
Yes.
I'm like, this is a river.
Yes.
Or this is a pool. But it's like, yeah, but Jaws is there.
Everyone has that movie that got him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, there, Anthony. What was the movie for you?
For his age.
Yeah, for your age group.
What got me?
Like, what scary movie got you?
I mean, Jaws was still shown to me as like a kid. So like Lake Tahoe was like,
it was in there.
I couldn't be convinced that like I was cool with pools because you can like see.
Sure.
But anywhere that you couldn't really see.
Jaws was in Tahoe.
Yeah. I still have issues with, you know, when you go to Universal.
Yeah.
And they have the Jaws like under the water that comes out. I hate it.
I love how there's millions of people, but we always it's coming from me.
It is 100% coming from me.
Yeah.
Like we were in Montana with my dad and the other, right? My dad, you know, moves a little slower, and we were worried because we were on someone else's property if they came out, and we're like, get off our land. And the rule always is when I'm in situations like that is there somebody here I can outrun?
Yeah. That's smart. Just be faster than your dad.
And that's why I said to my dad, I was like, Dad, love you, but you know.
Yeah. You got to be faster than the other guys.
You're the you're
clink.
We call you the delay.
Yeah.
Because we're getting away.
Yeah, you're helping us.
Right. You are taking the ultimate take one for the team. From the 916, Dave, I saw you at a golf tournament. We were the same height and I'm 6 feet.
No. I can tell you that's wrong.
Yeah.
Was Dave sitting in the golf cart? Was Dave laying on the ground?
Slouching. Yeah, that's
what
I
like if they said 6'2", I'm like, no, not quite, but you're close.
Yeah, no, 6. Come on.
6? No.
Maybe it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I do get those people that text me the lookalikes that 99% of the time don't look alike.
You probably get that, like, hey, you're taller than I thought.
Yeah, I get that a ton. Yeah. I get, dude, I get you're taller than I thought. The one I get the most, probably weirdly enough, is you're not that fat. Oh, but I think it's because I overplay that. You know,
But when they say that fat,
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think I just soak in the compliment,
Yeah,
but you're
take
right.
it.
Not that fat
Yeah.
implies, but you're kind of fat. Because I think I kind of overplay. Like, I mean, I'm
You
not
do.
thin, but also I'm not like, not
You're not that.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, no. Be comfortable.
Poltergeist for a lot of people. Yeah.
I told you before many times, like Richard Ramirez, the LA. Like,
dude, yeah.
I was 100% convinced. He
But
was coming
that's
for
real
me.
life, and
I know,
you
but
were
he was coming
down
for
there.
me.
Yes.
And as a 10-year-old kid, he
Yes.
was coming for me.
Jason, I will bet you that there are in the
Slept with a bat.
tens of thousands of people your age that were in Southern California around that time. They're like, yep, he was coming for me too. Also, how you're 9, 10 years old,
Maybe I
whatever.
was 10 to 12. So
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
I love the idea that you're gonna defeat the Night Stalker with a bat at 10 years old, but go for it.
did you see my swing?
You are related to Greg Nettles.
Thank you.
You are related to Greg Nettles. 4 down territory. Right meow.
I'd have picked myself in streaking.
Just one. Just like in the movie
Just a little, 2
Signs.
times.
He just hit him right in the schmackle.
Swing away.
Swing away, Merrill.
Sure.
Question 1.
Sure. It's just week 1.
Uh-huh.
But give us your NFL top 5 teams.
Now, everybody listen, for those of you who are new, you're probably thinking you're going to give us a Power 5 in week 1. These are the rules. This is only counting if you did not know, if you had been
No info.
No info. You understand football,
Yeah.
but you've been on the moon for the last 15 years. And all you've been able to see are Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday's games. That's it. That's how we rank the power rankings. So, at number 5, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
Go on the road. Think about it. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if the Patriots are good or bad. They go on the road. Nice win. No problems. That's number 5. Nice big win. Number 4, the LA Chargers. Big win over Kansas City and Brazil. They looked fantastic. Number 3, the Buffalo Bills. I mean, it was close at home, but, that was good football. I don't know how good they are. I don't know how good Baltimore is, but it was good football. Number 2, the Green Bay Packers. Just destroyed the Lions. You wondering who my number 1 is?
Yeah.
Well, to me, there is an obvious, there's an obvious top 2.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that my number 1 team is not in your top 5.
Okay, then I know who it is. It is.
But I'm playing by, are they?
Good for you.
I'm playing by the rules,
Good for
baby.
you.
The number 1 team in the NFL
writing it
after
in.
week 1.
And probably the only time.
That's right. The Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts, the number 1 ranked team in our NFL power rankings. They bat flapped the Miami Dolphins. Remember, I've been on the moon. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just saw this game, and it wasn't close. And by the way, that 8 points, as you mentioned earlier, Miami got luck. So anyways, that's my top. I guarantee you that top 5 will look different at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think so. It'll look different next week.
You don't think the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl?
I don't want to do doom and gloom.
From the moon, they're your team right now.
From the moon.
You just came in, you're like, this team's going all the way.
Also on the moon, no commercials during Red Zone. Also a very unfortunate, Jason.
Also to the satellite.
A very unfortunate graphic from FanDuel. Scott Hansen's the host of Red Zone.
Yeah.
And there was only 1 minute of commercials.
Total.
So their graphic shows Scott Hansen, and underneath it, the words are lasted 1 minute. Let's talk about commercials lasted 1 minute. But what a graphic. Your top 5.
I think you might have done a better job interpreting the rules. I've tried to get there. Number 5, you had the Raiders. I took the Rams. I was probably swayed a little bit by they played Houston, but I shouldn't have done that. I got the Rams at 5. I did put the Colts at 4.
Okay.
So I put them in there. They had a dominant performance. At number 3, I'm going to honor the Bills on their comeback. That was pretty impressive. Number 2, I really did like the Chargers win, what they did to win in Brazil like that. And then number 1, I thought they were the most dominant, even though you could argue the Colts. I did put the Packers number 1.
I think so.
We kind of have the same. The difference, I had the Rams, you had the Raiders.
By the way, the real power, if I had to do real power rankings with knowledge, I think I'd just be struggling as to if I'd have the Packers or the Bills number 1.
I might still go Packers. Yeah, Bills to beat them. Maybe, yeah.
Because I think, and I'd probably have the Ravens at 5. But
yeah, I mean, I still think that's great. I mean, I've won the Super Bowl.
Second down.
Give us your bottom 5 NFL teams after week 1.
Hey, no problem there. So what is this? 5 is the 5th worst team. 1 is the worst team. Yeah. Okay. At number 5, the Detroit Lions. At number 4, the New Orleans Saints. At number 3, the 3rd worst team, the Carolina Panthers. At number 2, the 2nd worst team in the NFL, the Patriots, and the worst team in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, we have some similarities. I had the Lions 5th worst, same as you. I had the Giants 4th worst, losing to the Commanders. You had the Saints there. I had the Saints at 3rd worst, then the Panthers, and then, the Dolphins.
Also, after week 1, the Giants did lose the Commanders 21-6, but my big thing this year was I think the Giants defense might be good. I still don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, but they looked pretty good.
I thought they did too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see how good the Commanders will be again this year, but that might actually end up being a good defensive performance when it's all said and done. 3rd down.
Last year's AFC division winners went a combined 1-3 in week 1. Any concern or no big deal?
I would say if I'm the Chiefs, I need to see more of the Chargers because they may be the real deal there. The Texans, no, I don't really have any concern there. The Ravens, I'm not concerned about the Ravens after that at all.
The Bills were the winners.
The Bills were the winners.
No big deal.
Weirdly enough, the defending AFC champions are the ones who I think might need to have the most concern. Which, by the way, the defending AFC champions, and they're like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. 4th down.
We had 3 100-yard rushers and 3 300-yard passers in week 1. Do those numbers feel low to you?
They don't just feel low. They are low. As a matter of fact, I got a number here. I know we got a break. I got a number I wanted to share with you today, Jason Ross. All 64 touchdowns so far in week 1 of the NFL season have been either on rushes or receptions. There has not ever been a week with 14 or more NFL games that did not have at least one return or defensive touchdown until last night's pick 6.
Yeah.
They took the final game of the week. But yes,
it
does seem lower. Yeah. And I like the new kickoff rule. We're seeing more returns, but it doesn't seem like it's that egregious.
Yeah.
I think other than last night's game, I think all but 2 games, including last night's, all of them hit the under this week. There were only 2 games. I know going into last night, that's it. That's it. Okay. Everyone else. But by the way,
maybe Jets Steelers.
Maybe it's 3 then. You're right. By the way, it's week 1.
Yeah.
We're working in a lot of new quarterbacks, a lot of new coordinators. It'll take a moment. Speaking of taking a moment, we'll take a moment right now. What's hot, what's not, and we will go streaking. Big news here is to see if I can get off the schneid. That's what everybody's waiting on, obviously. And Matt Barrows joins us at 9 a.m. right here on your home of the Niners and the number 1 rated sports show in any time slot on any station. You're listening to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Rose.
The Drive Guys.
I think I have that right, Jay. That a boy, I see you over there crooning. R&B album coming soon, huh? Mr. Gleason. I have too much respect for the genre. Dub G. To tarnish it with my own efforts. No. You play a part in it. Yeah.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger, Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
I've always believed that golf is more than just a game. It embodies integrity, commitment, and a sense of style. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa, and I'd like to tell you a bit about Naturewood Home Furnishings, a business that shares these same values. With the Procore Championship Professional Golf Tournament happening at the stunning Silverado Resort in Napa, I couldn't help but notice the parallels. Just like the game of golf, Naturewood has built its reputation on integrity, commitment, and timeless style. Looking to bring a unique style into your home? Naturewood offers custom certified designers who can help you craft the perfect look tailored just for you. And while you're enjoying the elegance of the tournament this week, along with Napa's world-class wine and food, be sure to visit Naturewood Home Furnishings. You'll discover pieces with the same sophistication and quality as the game itself. Who knows? You might even find an heirloom that will be passed down for generations. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Just look for the water wheel.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Part 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPfest.com.
What's hot and what's not. Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
JJ McCarthy's hot.
Isn't he, though?
First player.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that too. That's for sure. We'll go there. First player in NFL history with 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter of their debut.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, if you ignore the first half.
Manuel Acho has a show called The Speakeasy. And what a cool thing to happen. As Aaron Jones, the running back for the Vikings, was still in the locker room and called in on the show, video.
Wow.
And had the following to say about J.J. McCarthy, if you wouldn't mind lowering the music real quick. I thought this would be interesting for everybody.
Tell J.J. McCarthy after that pick.
I just told him, I said, "You're good, baby. We right here with you. We got your back. On to the next one. Let that one go." But it was a moment that stuck out to me. It was in either late third, early fourth. We were still down, and JJ runs in the huddle, and he after a TV timeout, he looks at us and he's like, "Is there any place else you guys would rather be?" I'm like,
that's what he said.
That's what he said.
I got goosebumps.
And we was still down. We was down. We haven't really caught our momentum yet. And I'm like, wow, like this. And I've been telling people he's different up here, but that to me that showed gratitude and presence. Like, be present where your feet are. You damn right. There's no other place I'd rather be. I didn't dream to being on this field. So.
For a rookie in his first game on Monday Night Football, when you're down and on the road
and not looking good himself personally
at all in front of the 85 Bears, and remember we were talking earlier, like I've heard Vikings players say what Aaron Jones just said, baby. Yeah. This guy, they love him.
Yeah.
And by the way, I guarantee you somewhere in our listening audience right now, there's a Michigan fan that's going, yeah, dude,
that's him.
We told you.
Yeah.
This guy won a national championship.
And had the game gone the way it was going and had they lost, it's never one person, but a lot of it would have been, well, he wasn't ready for that.
I would have been one of them.
Yes. Fairly.
He didn't look ready,
right.
But that's why you hold your tongue and let it, it's like the people burying the Bills on Sunday. Yeah. Like, let's see how it plays out.
Right.
And it was a tale of two JJs.
Yeah.
And he looked like and you never know, he might go out and get shellacked in the next
Still a rookie.
But for him, it may end up being we're Tuesday morning quarterbacking now, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. He was hurt last year. Get a chance to carry the clipboard, grow a little bit physically and mentally. He sure looked like the Vikings made the right decision yesterday, but didn't look that way in the first half.
Yeah.
Who's not?
The Bears on opening weekend.
Oh, boy.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
They're 3-7 over the last 10 years. Got to be rough.
The thing that's so, like, I'm rooting for Caleb Williams, but I was rooting for Justin Fields. I have developed over the last few years, like, the craziest things in sports are Ohio State and Chicago Bear quarterbacks. And you go back and you look at Jim McMahon. We talked earlier. When you compare his numbers to other Super Bowl quarterbacks, they're not great. And you come all the way up to now. That was 85. You can go back before that. Now, some might say, well, hold on. Rex Grossman took him to a Super Bowl against the Colts. Okay, fine. But the Bears have not. You think about all that. You think about like the Packers that went Favre to Rodgers to Jordan Love. You think about the Niners that went Montana to Young, and since then they've had a Kaepernick or a Jeff Garcia even, or now a Brock Purdy. Like, the Bears haven't had anyone.
I bet their best quarterback, this is my gut, in 40 years, is Cutler.
I'm almost positive that when I went back and looked, like, it's not close.
He's okay.
And he's fine.
He's good, but
he's a damn weirdo. But his numbers were fine. But yeah, they and I mentioned them with Ohio State only because Ohio State, which is perennially, when you think about all the quarterbacks that have come through there, and Joe Burrow doesn't count, he transferred. When you think about all the quarterbacks that have come through there, though, and that's why when the Bears drafted Justin Fields out of Ohio State, I'm like, this is when they crossed the streams and Ghostbusters, dude. You can't do that. And by the way, I'm not ready. Maybe I'm the last guy. I'm not ready to close a book on Justin Fields.
No, there's something there.
There is 100%. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, he'll have an 8-year career and be fine. Mm-hmm. Or if it's, we got a future Pro Bowler here, but there is something there. And the worst thing for the Bears would be, I hope this doesn't happen, but if Caleb Williams ends up not being that guy and Justin Fields ends up all right, let's go streaking, please.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
Streaking.
We're streaking.
All right, these impressive streaks were on. Dave's on 0. I'm on 1. Chris is on 4. Kyle played yesterday. Anthony played the other day, and he's at 1 because he got hit the other day with Cal Raleigh. So Dave was 0. You took Bobby Witt Jr. And Bobby Witt Jr. Had a DNP.
Well,
so you stayed at 0.
I did not get a hit. That's a great thing for me right now.
That's right. I was at 1 trying to get to 2. I took Francisco Lindor of the Mets. Mets did not give me any hits yesterday. He got it 3 times, and he got 0 hits. Went from 1 to 0. Nothing really going there after that long streak I was on. Chris was on 4, trying to get to 5. He took Nick Kurtz. The A's only got 3 hits yesterday, but did Nick get that hit? He was up 4 times, and he had 0 hits.
Jeez.
Oh, you suck. Sorry, it's over. It's over.
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember a few days ago when we were at 30?
Yeah.
We're at 0.
Reality is caught up. The hot streak has ended. This is actually, I looked at this, ESPN stats and info. This is the first time since 2018, other than at the start of the season, that all 3 of us have not been on a streak.
Oof. And really, our streak leaders are Kyle at 1, who picked Mike Yastrzemski yesterday, went 1 for 4.
Yeah.
And Anthony the other day had 1. So those guys are leading us. But with that said, Dave, clean slate. You could pick anybody today.
I'm going to stick with Witt.
Okay. I don't think he's hurt. I don't know. Yeah, let's check that out. He usually plays all the time.
All right. You guys go around.
All right. I'm going to go with Alec Bregman, who's playing at Soda Health Park tonight, the Red Sox against the A's.
Alec Bregman.
Chris has submitted Jackson Holiday. Surprising. Anthony, you can take anybody but Cal Raleigh.
Aaron Judge.
Good choice.
By the way, Bobby Witt is listed as day to day. Therefore, I'm going to reach over. I'm going to open up the little wicker storage box I have by the television, and I'm going to pull out the nice, fluffy, warm blanket. That is Hunter Goodman.
Hunter has not let you down, has he?
I'm going to wrap myself up in Hunter Goodman and snuggle and watch Lost reruns until I fall asleep on
Rewatchable.
in his arms.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, very quick break.
Hold
so
me,
no
Hunter.
flipping. Hold me, Hunter. Whoa, hold my hand. Stay with me.
You don't have it?
Tears for Fears?
No.
You say
Starts with that letter.
Thompson twins.
Yes.
When we come back,
Wow.
he's not a Thompson twin. He's a Barrow single. It's Matt Barrows. I don't know. Next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
The Sacktown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville Outlets. The 49ers got their season started successfully with a last-minute win in Seattle, 17-13. Jake Tonjes, the hero, making a leaping grab in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Niners back on the road this week in New Orleans. You can catch all the actions on Sunday right here on Sacktown Sports 1140, beginning at 9 a.m.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins. Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross.
Hi.
You know, did some research during the break. They're not, they weren't twins, dude.
Who?
The Thompson twins.
What? They lied to us
all these years. They weren't twins, dude. They were just the name Thompson twins. I had it here a second ago. Was based on the two bumbling detectives Thompson and Thompson, who are close doubles but not twins. In the what?
So Matt's here.
Oh, in the English language version of the Adventures of Tintin. So the Thompson twins,
all a scam.
Not twins.
You know.
What's next? The Beach Boys were men. Joining us right now.
Last week it was Brisket. Now it's for Matt.
Thompson twins. Joining us from The Athletic in an interview weekly. I'm sure he occasionally regrets agreeing to do. Big win in Seattle, though. But we did we win the battle or lose the war? We here to talk to us. Nobody covers the team better or longer than the one, the only Matt Barrows. Good morning, Matthew.
Morning, guys. Any way to shrink my head?
You really don't like that, do you?
Well, it's
him.
I mean, it's I feel like you can see all my pores.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. There we go. Look, that's great.
Good work, Anthony.
Now that's technology.
No, because Matt's right. Like, I have a giant head.
As do I.
And if we were doing that, I was in the middle.
Yeah.
Nobody puts David in the middle. That would be scary.
Now the proportions are right.
Yeah, by the way, I have a tiny little pinhead too. So it's just not authentic.
The thing is, Matt, what's crazy is that when you are in the middle, it's so comically larger of a zoom in than where you are right now. How do we fix that?
I'm still bigger than you guys, though.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Because they're accounted for the zoom in.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, look, it's not like he's some guy from the Fresno, Gazette. You know, we're talking to the national reporter here. We'll do better in the future, Matt.
Matt's not convinced.
Matt's not convinced at all. All right, Matt, big win. We read the stat earlier, 1-10 previously before BP, before Purdy. He is 4-0 in Seattle, and anytime you get a win at Lumen Field, it's a great thing. But, oh, my goodness gracious, Brock Purdy, a shoulder and a toe, George Kittle, a hamstring. It was a great day, but not a great evening for the Niners.
Yeah, Juwan Jennings, a shoulder. We don't even know about that. And that was already precariously thin position. So they were compelled to to sign Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne can come in off the street and then he could be starting in New Orleans. I mean, that's how crazy thin that position is. So, yeah, they have all sorts of headwinds. I mean, you go back to last year and you think of, all the reasons why this team, only had 6 wins, injuries, special teams lapses. Here we are. Those are the storylines heading into New Orleans. It is a win, though, and it's a win on the road. They started off last season with a win against the Jets on Monday night. That was a home game. This is a little bit more impressive, I think, on the road in Seattle against a better Seattle team. I do think that Seattle, like the 49ers, is, they're trying out a new offense, and they're going to be better. They play this team in the finale, too. So they're going to be better in that game, more well-versed with that offense, that rushing attack. But, you take wins where you can get them in this league, and the 49ers got a win.
As we talk with Matt Barrows from The Athletic, of course, brought to you by Stockton Honda. Matt, let's start with that injury, though. That first drive was so great. Really impressive how they went down the field, mixing in Pearsall, and they capped with that Kittle touchdown. Later, though, in the half, he is out. Now it's word hamstring, and the wording yesterday was a few weeks. What's your read on as close to a timetable as you think what that means?
Well, I mean, remember that Ricky Pearsall had a hamstring injury back in the spring, and he missed all of the spring practices and then missed the beginning of training camp too while he was getting back into the swing of things. So, I mean, these are multi-week injuries. I don't know what grade hamstring strain it was for Kittle. I know that as soon as it happened, usually in the press box you hear, George Kittle has a hamstring. He's questionable to return. He was out right from jump. So, I mean, I think it was significant. So, I mean, I think it's enough to put him on IR. So 4 weeks at least. And then after you get that 4 weeks, do you then have the usual, okay, well, he's running on a side field. He's getting back into shape, et cetera, et cetera. So now I think if you're the 49ers, you've got to prepare for, 4 or 5 weeks without your best receiver from 2024.
So I got called doom and gloom by one of our texters earlier, but I find myself as a Niner fan, Matt, despite the win. There are so many, it's like a minefield for these guys. As you mentioned so perfectly, this was already a position they were light at, not to mention George Kittle and his extra protection for Brock Purdy. Now on top of that, you've got Juwan Jennings. You were already light there. You got so in the Purdy thing, which we're going to ask you about as well. Great time to go to New Orleans if you had to pick one, but it just seems like this whole, I don't know how much longer they can do smoke and mirrors, and we're already in week 1, Matt.
Yeah. They had 3 newish receivers on the team in Seattle. Russell Gage, MVS, Sky Moore. Those guys weren't targeted in the passing game. And I thought that MVS on that second interception where Purdy forced the ball to Ricky Pearsall. There were 4 Seahawks there in the frame. I mean, is that because he's just not used to throwing to these guys, and he's got a connection with Pearsall, and it's just sort of in his head, instinctual at this point to go to the guys that you're familiar with. So, I mean, something has to change there. You're going to have to target one of those guys in the future. Kendrick Bourne, one slight, glimpse of positivity is that, okay, let's say that Mac Jones does start this upcoming game. Mac Jones's best season was his rookie season in 2021 with the Patriots. Who was his best target that year? It was Kendrick Bourne. So he's got a bit of a rapport with this guy. And the other part is that, Mac Jones was the number 2 quarterback throughout training camp. So he was throwing to a lot of these number 2 receivers. He threw a lot to Russell Gage, for example. He threw a lot to Jake Tonjes, the backup tight end. Braden Willis is a backup tight end. He might have been Mac Jones's favorite target in training camp. I wrote a lot about that Mac Jones was to Braden Willis as Brock Purdy was to George Kittle in training camp. They threw a lot to their tight ends, and because those two were number twos, they spent a lot of time together. So, I mean, if you have to kind of search for the silver linings here, but that might be one heading into this game in the Superdome.
Matt, there was a development late in the week about Christian McCaffrey. All of a sudden, question mark whether he'd go. He certainly played. And then it went from playing to as many touches as he's had in years. In one sense, that's encouraging, but also a little alarming how many times he touched the ball based on his injury history. How concerning is that, or is it even concerning?
I mean, I asked Kyle Shanahan that yesterday. How did Christian McCaffrey come out of the game? And he said, well, he's not on my injury report right now, so I think he came out okay. We'll find out more on Wednesday about a lot of these guys. Remember, Trent Williams went down with what seemed like a painful injury, and he was helped to the sideline. And Dominic Pooney went down with an injury, and he was helped to the sideline. Would not be shocking if some of these guys weren't practicing on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see with McCaffrey. Certainly nothing in his, that we could see before the game, during the game, after the game suggested that he was hurting. The game was on an artificial surface. They've got an artificial surface coming up in New Orleans. That's kind of a notoriously unforgiving surface too. So we'll have to see, but that was the bright spot. I mean, that was what Brock Purdy relied on in this game. Brock Purdy usually is a aggressive downfield thrower. I mean, that's one of the stats that you cite all the time. Look at the distance of his average target. It's way higher than most quarterbacks. I mean, you think Josh Allen with his cannon arm and he must be gunning the ball down the field all the time. Well, no, not as much as Brock Purdy is. But in this game, in week one, most of his passes were 10 yards or less. Why was that? Well, he doesn't have a lot of receivers, and he's got Christian McCaffrey as probably his best option on the vast majority of plays. So that's going to be a theme, I think, to begin the season.
So what can Kyle Shanahan do to mitigate these issues? Obviously, you've got MVS, you have Kendrick Bourne, you have other things he's going to try to incorporate. But with the amount of touches that CMC had last week, we talked before about him being in the slot more. But could we see a lot more Brian Robinson, CMC sharing the field to kind of make up for some of those receiver issues?
I don't think so. I don't believe that they did that at all in against the Seahawks. Yeah, I didn't think that Brian Robinson, and this was his first game with the 49ers, so he's not going to be in tune with the running game, with the blocking, but I think he left some yards on the field in this game. I mean, I'm still not sure why Isaac Guerrero was demoted the way he was. I mean, you saw him playing kickoff coverage, you saw him playing punt coverage. I just think that if he finds a seam, he's gone. I mean, he's got that amount of speed. He's also good in the passing game. He was a former receiver. And it seems like if you're looking for explosion that you're lacking in the wide receiver department, now in the tight end department, he would be an obvious choice. But they seem intent on getting Brian Robinson those snaps and getting him to the point where he's well versed. But he's not a one cut and go guy. He's more of a grinder. He's more like Jordan Mason, who had a great game last night, than he is the star running backs that the 49ers have had in the past. So a little bit curious. I wonder whether he's sort of in reserve. But like I said, if you're looking for big plays, big chunk plays that probably going to be missing in the near future. That's a possibility.
Matt, you surprised that Jake Moody's still on this team?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't have an option yet, and that could change today. But I think it starts to become irresponsible, or maybe it already has, to rely on him. You saw the Atlanta Falcons today bring in a kicker to the practice squad to challenge the incumbent there, an established incumbent who's kicked some huge kicks in Atlanta, but he missed a big one on Sunday, and they're making a change. So I don't quite understand why the 49ers haven't done so. I try to put myself into the mind of Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch. I would have made a change by now, but I think their thinking is that, first of all, I think the overarching problem is that they don't want to think about special teams.
Right.
They think, okay, if we're gonna draft the best kicker in the third round in the last 10 years, and that's what everybody says, this is the best kicker to come out in a long time. That's going to allow us just to kind of forget about special teams and just kind of let that go. So I think that's been a problematic on special teams in general on this team. And now the current issue is that they still think that Jake Moody has talent, and they don't want to let him go now and have him show that talent, have him become the second coming of Robbie Gould on the Houston Texans or the Miami Dolphins or some other team. I do think that young kickers always have to sort of get bloodied up and go through these growing pains, and they're tougher and better for it in the future. I think you could have done that though with an undrafted guy, and you see those types of guys all throughout the league. The fact that you drafted him in the third round puts an extra layer of pressure on him. So you're already young, you're already under all this scrutiny, and now you've got that extra burden of being the highest draft pick in a long time at that position.
So I got a quick question for you, and then my real question, because I want to bring back a conversation Jason and I were having yesterday about Jake Moody, sort of. So when you look at Jake Moody and the issues he's had in kickers in general sometimes, and like you said, you don't want to forget about it, or you don't want to think about it. What round draft pick would you speculate it would take to get Brandon Aubrey off of Dallas? We were trying to figure out what his value was.
Yeah, gosh, I'm not an Aubrey aficionado.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, six.
He's such a
yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's supply and demand, so the Cowboys would gin that up for sure, because they know that the 49ers are desperate. But you don't have to do that. I mean, Greg Joseph, the guy that was, I'm putting this in quotation marks for everybody who's only listening to this, was part of a competition with Moody to begin training camp, and was doing fine. I mean, it's not like he lost the competition. And he's still available. There are other kickers who are still available. Remember, the 49ers brought in two kickers last year when Moody got hurt. They were pretty good when they were here. They weren't great on kickoffs, but they were fine with the field goals. So there's just a lot of kickers out there. I think it has to do with, like I said, mental toughness and experience, and having been, through the ringer, and being a better kicker for it. So you need to find that guy. They're out there.
So I just to follow up, because, and again, this is where it gets into dumb sports talk radio, and we don't do that here. So it's all speculation, but John Lynch took him in the third round, and you don't understand why he's still with the team. I don't understand why he's still with the team. Most people don't get it. Oh, and by the way, I don't know, you're closer to the team than we are, but they actually had a sideline report during the game I don't know if it was Lisa Salters, I forget who it was, but was saying a lot of consternation on the sidelines. It sounds like maybe even his teammates are at the point where they're like, dude, we need to figure this out. Is it stubbornness? Is there a little stubbornness going on here? Because it's not like John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are dumb. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think all of the above. I think you're right. I mean, how can that not be the case? I mean, we saw the 49ers go for it on fourth down a number of times instead of kicking a field goal. I mean, that tells you all you need to know about faith in him. And like I said, I think they are going to make some sort of change. I don't know whether it's cutting Moody or bringing in someone else. I'm not sure. They keep falling back on, well, we think he's really talented. At some point, the talent that you expect to see in the future is not worth the struggles you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
And frankly, all these injuries are going to make this a team that has a lot of 17 to 13 games.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of close calls. I mean, everybody thinks, this is going to be a cakewalk in New Orleans. It's not going to be a cakewalk in New Orleans. It's going to be a hard-fought game in New Orleans that is going to come down to field goals. So if you're not confident in him, then you need to make a change. And I think that the 49ers will. I don't know if that means that, today is usually tryout day, Tuesday. So they bring, if there's a position that they need help with, and that could be a number of positions for this team. This is the day that they do it. So that might be the case. It seems to me as if it's simple, though. Greg Joseph was here. They obviously brought him in because they liked him at some point. He's already worked with the snapper and the holder. Why are you dragging your feet on that?
Yeah.
100%.
Matt, I know you touched on it earlier that if they did go to Mac Jones this weekend, his experience before and with Kendrick Bourne and all that, but it's Tuesday and more will develop during the week. If you had to guess with Purdy's shoulder and toe, who is quarterbacking on Sunday?
Yeah, I'd guess Mac Jones. I mean, Kyle
out of precaution or serious injury there?
Well, I mean, if it's turf toe, I mean, Kyle Shanahan was asked, is it turf toe? Yesterday, and he hesitated and said, I just have toe here. So, I mean, if he's forcing us to guess,
right.
Irresponsible journalism. And I know Dave likes to have an elevated discourse on this show, not just typical sports talk blather. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's turf toe, and turf toe is a serious injury, especially when you're playing on turf coming up. Artificial turf. So yeah, I would say that it's more than a 50% chance that Mac Jones plays, and Mac Jones, he looked good in training camp. Was he as good as Purdy? No. Was he really good last year for the Jacksonville Jaguars? No. But he gives you a shot, I think. And like I said, the Bourne connection, the chemistry he has with some of these other receivers that he's going to be playing with, his experience, I think, like I said, at least gives them a chance in this game. So it'll be Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler. I mean, if you're not in the front row for that game, check your pulse. On that one.
Sit down, Manning and Brady.
Yes,
new sheriffs in town. On a scale of 1 to Lou Holtz, when it comes to having fun with and you've covered these guys forever, Matt. When I say having fun with the injury report, I mean understanding that the injury report, while following the rules, can also be a little bit of a strategy. Where would you say Kyle and John rest there? Are they the types that tend to, again, legally take a thing here or there, or are they pretty straight down the middle when it comes to that?
I'd say they're straighter down the middle than most, but remember going into last season was Christian McCaffrey had a calf, and he's got a calf injury. Calf. And then right before the Jets game, it's Achilles tendonitis that he's been suffering from. Well, okay. That's a little different. I know they're in the same region, but yeah,
Right.
they are different injuries. One is a tendon, one is a
Yeah.
muscle. And the other day, Shanahan slipped when he was talking about McCaffrey, and he said McCaffrey's been dealing with the arthritis. And then he was called on it. And he's the question was, you said arthritis the other day, and he said, "Oh, I thought arthritis and tendonitis were the same thing." So I don't believe that Kyle Shanahan thinks that arthritis and tendonitis are the same thing. So you get you get the coach who doesn't know medical terms shtick a lot from head coaches. I mean, Dennis Erickson was famous for it. I can't tell one of the stories on the air, but it's a good one. But they all pretend like, wow, I don't know. I don't have a medical degree. I can't tell you that stuff. They very much want to know the details of each of these injuries. They have that in their mind when they come up to the podium. So, there's a lot of playing dumb, but I don't think that there's a lot of shenanigans. And in fact, that was one of the reasons I thought that McCaffrey might play is because they did only put calf on this latest injury report, and Achilles was not mentioned. If it has to do with the Achilles, they're compelled, they should, by the rules, put that on them, be as specific as possible. And they limited it to calf for the Seahawks game.
Last thing for you, because we're out of time, but it's been a while since I've checked in on this. It's been a long time since I've been on a beat of any team. But back in the day, it used to be the catch-all on the injury report, Matt, and you'll know where I'm going with this. Used to be flu-like symptoms, whether it was a night out that went wrong, or maybe how do I do this here? Maybe a visit to the doctor and something happened you don't want to share publicly. There's catch-alls generally. Is it still, do you think, flu-like symptoms, that type of thing? Gastroenteritis?
I don't know. I know that poor Deebo Samuel had pneumonia last year. And I forget what I don't think that there's a designation for pneumonia. But that was revealed later that week that that's what he was suffering from. So, they don't. Again, they're required to have a very specific body part.
Right.
And, you know what they put? They put illness now.
There you go.
These days, illness was code for COVID.
Right.
For the last 2 or 3 years. So,
right, exactly.
I'm sure that was used for COVID in 2020 and 2021, 2022.
Matt Barrows, brought to you by Stockton Honda, covers the 49ers for The Athletic. You will not find better coverage of the 49ers than Matt Barrows and all the work he does. He joins us each and every week, usually Mondays, except for travel days. Nice enough to join us today for Niners at 9. Matt, have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, brother. One away as we go to break here. All right. I didn't want to do this with him on here. So just to be clear, there are players in sports that go out and they get hung over. But one thing,
is that what you meant?
But no, the one that I out of respect for Matt, but let's just be honest, young millionaires, Adonis bodies, great looking guys. Do you really think athletes don't get STDs? But you're never going to see that Fred Smith's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks, chlamydia. Like, it's not happening. And as he said, you have to designate a body part. You're not going to see that either. So I'm always fascinated with what I promise you every year in the NFL and NBA. At least a couple of athletes are dealing with the itch that don't go away for a while. But they're not putting that on the injury report.
But it's one heck of a PSA.
It's a wonderful PSA.
Read that fine print on the injury report.
Day to day. Yeah, it's always flu-like symptoms or illness. Just whenever you see flu-like symptoms or illness, might be the flu.
Yeah.
Might be gastroenteritis. Might be a number of things. But every once in a while, somebody swam in the river. I don't know what that means, but you get what I'm saying. And it was the wrong river to swim in. We'll take a break. Right, Jason?
Right.
When we come back, What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And we'll get celebrity birthdays and crosstalk with Whiting Gleason coming up next.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
The Alan Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube and the Sacktown Sports app.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first, because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Alan Styles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Jack Perkins, out with that strained right shoulder, has been shut down from throwing for 3 more weeks. Will re-image and determine an off-season program. His expected return is TBD. Max Muncy, out with that right hand fracture, began a hitting progression last week and will progress as able. His expected return is possibly late September. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Hey, I'm Alan Styles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay $0 up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the mountains or go pick up your dry cleaning?
RV wins!
Are we cleaning the gutters or taking the RV camping?
RV wins!
Are we getting a new passport or cruising up the coast?
RV wins!
Don't forget, you got that trip to Sweden coming up. Oh, yeah, passport, then RV.
Yeah! With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, other insurers, not available in all states and situations.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Birdie looking, bump from behind. Now he rolls out. Still has time. He's pursued, and he throws it. Caught! Dodgers got it! And the 49ers take the lead. Darnold looks. Darnold, the ball came out, and Bosa falls on it. Was that a pass or is it a fumble? Might have been an empty hand. And the ruling is 49ers football.
What did we say? Bosa time. Holy smokes. What a play.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is going to be fun.
it's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Welcome back. What's on Deck brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. They were up at my my place yesterday, as a matter of fact, doing measurements, getting ready to put in my new deck. I'm very, very excited. Red Sox and A's. Look, we told you earlier, dude. That's the thing that sucks about football coming back. Maybe the only thing that sucks is you're so pumped up. Thursday night football opening night. Friday night football, Brazil, where they speak Portuguese, not Spanish. Then Saturday college football. Then Sunday all day long. Sunday night football, classic game. Monday night football, what a comeback. Tuesday, baseball. Okay. Well, A's hosting the Red Sox. One team gunning for the playoffs, the other team gunning for the future. That's at 7:05 at Heart Health Park or Sutter. What is it called? Sutter Heart Health, the Republic. Sorry. And the Giants, they are still rather hot. They got a nice win yesterday, and they take on the Snakes. 6:45 first pitch from Oracle. It's Pac Bell Park, dude.
Yeah, I still call it AT&T, which is weird.
Yeah, AT&T, Pac Bell, I can deal with all that. It took me, look, the only way that Arco Arena stopped being Arco Arena was when they actually built a new arena.
Yeah, well, they had like a million different names.
Yeah, the Power Balance.
That one was funny.
Sleep Train. Well, at that point, they were 5 seconds away from being the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Arena.
Yeah. What if we just make everywhere that the Giants or the 49ers play Candlestick Park?
I would be all for that. The problem is they don't make any money off of that.
Let's just say Candlestick Football Stadium and Candlestick Baseball Stadium.
Well, you pull one of those Candlestick Football Stadium at Oracle Field.
Yeah.
Where they can still make a little cash. There's still some stadiums that don't, like Lambeau Field isn't. That's not sponsored by anyone.
By the people.
Yeah, Fenway Park. Can you imagine if they tried? I mean, that's got to suck for the Red Sox. I'm not feeling bad for them, but they will never. You're never going to see Fenway Park turn into Panasonic Stadium, Yankee Stadium. Imagine that. Imagine Yankee Stadium being. I don't know, Duracell Field Park. I mean, fine, make the money, but there's something like I'm still kind of surprised they changed the Boston Garden to the TD Garden. Like, I'm surprised that I guarantee you that didn't go over well, but I'm kind of surprised it stuck with it.
I still think Staples Center not being Staples Center is weird.
Yeah, what is it? What is still crypto?
Yeah, crypto.com. That'll change at some point.
It'll eventually change. Staple. I mean, and now it's just Lakers now. So, well, in the Sparks, don't the Sparks play there? They play at the Intuit.
I think they play there.
JR, good morning.
What's up, you crazy Trojan fan? How you doing?
You watch your face.
So I was down at Kansas Point about 3 weeks ago. I was at the airport to pick someone up and then drove by the old place that I was born in. I was literally born in right field there on the pullouts where the Giants made it a stadium.
Right by the bullpen?
My dad was born in Kezar. But it literally looked like a scene out of Jurassic Park, because if you go around the backside where the little trailer park used to be, or not trailer, where you visited and you camped along the water there's one gate still up, like this entry gate, and it has an old sign that says, "Welcome to Candlestick Park, please party responsibly." And it's still up there like a torn Jurassic Park from the first. It is a wow. I drove it, so I had my son with me. He was in town, and we were both looking at it. He's like, "Okay, that's just weird, that way it's sitting up there." I'm like, "Yeah, more people should drive." You had to go by Silver Avenue and come up 3rd on the backside, but anyone that's grown up there.
I miss Candlestick.
It was really weird.
I miss
Candlestick.
Candlestick.
It became 3Com.
Yeah.
So when 3Com, and I'll have to say, for me, my world, I was doing work that enabled me to get incredible tickets when 3Com bought it. So it was actually very beneficial as a fan. But, yeah, it's always Candlestick. And the fact that it's a freaking...
People, look, there's no doubt, there's zero doubt, there's no argument, there's no logical argument where you could say that the new place the Giants play, it's better in pretty much every way. It's beautiful. It's on and on and on and on. It's maybe arguably the prettiest setting for sports in all of the country. That being said, I think for those of us that grew up on Candlestick, there was just like every Candlestick had all the character that Levi Stadium does not.
Correct.
Levi Stadium is I always forget this word. What is it when a hospital is like super clean? You call it sterile. It's sterile. It's just like you. It's just absolutely sterile. Whereas, hi, how you doing? Whereas Candlestick, yeah, man, you're gonna get pegged by a hot dog wrapper in the face in the 7th inning. Yeah, it's July, and you drove down from Sacramento with your parents, and it was 110, and you made the mistake of thinking that it would be warm, and 6th inning, you were literally shivering on the concourse like it's December. But damn it, we loved it.
Yes, Whitey used to say I used to walk around with a hot dog wrapper as my diaper, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But hey, Levi might be sterile, but it has girth.
It does. Thank you, JR. I knew there was something on the return volley from old Federer there. He was going to hit something back at me. We'll take a break. When we come back, speaking of Whitey, he will join us for Crosstalk as we wrap up our portion of the program. Jason had an appointment to get to, if you're wondering why it's just me. Crosstalk, celebrity birthdays, and more next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guest Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPfest.com.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents it's local, but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton and Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. When you didn't get mad, my love.
Hey, this is Jelly Roll. This National Recovery Month, start your recovery journey. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at choosechangeca.org.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat. Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah! Not Jason Ross, though. Kevin Whitey Gleason.
I'm not Jason Ross. I've always wanted to be.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who hasn't wanted to be? Whitey Gleason, you've been in radio for a minute. Do you...
73 years now.
Honestly, that's well done.
Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a bad thing that we've gotten away from bells and more? There's not a lot of props anymore in radio.
Yeah, I thought it was a bad thing until I came in today and you started playing them, and then I realized, okay, now I get it.
Just filler for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Theater of the mind, Dave.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up on. Because they can't tell. Well, it used to be they can't see you. So you could be a 1 or 2 person act and make it sound like the biggest show in the world. Develop characters.
Mm-hmm.
You had some characters back in the day.
Oh, boy, did we. I don't even remember where my car's parked, so I don't remember a lot of the characters and things, but that's okay.
If you had to pick one, your favorite character that you ever developed or bit.
Oh, probably Dr. Flingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
Well, Alan hasn't had his baby yet, as far as we know.
What's going on with this?
I don't think there is a baby. I don't even think there's a Mrs. Styles. I'm not even sure there's an Alan Styles.
I'm so glad you brought this up because Jason and I were this is true. We were talking on the phone about this last night. When I had my daughter almost 18 years ago next month, it was the day before media day. I had the hospital wristband on my wrist doing interviews. There was no, we didn't have any maternity leave back in the day.
Right.
So the question is this, 2 things. Number 1, do you think you, me, Jason, do you think we could apply for retroactive paternity leave?
I'm going to try.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
About the day after our second daughter was born, the radio station I was working for, they called me up. Oh, so you're not coming in today? No, my daughter was just born. Okay, are you going to be using vacation time?
Right, exactly.
Seriously.
That's what I did. There was literally no paternity time.
Yeah.
And now they get, 4 weeks?
At least. I think it's like 16 weeks.
What is going on?
I think you're right. Although he said 3 weeks, didn't he say? I think he's going to be gone 3 weeks.
And
maybe he's saving. That's another thing. They bank a week. These new fathers, they bank a week of their paternity leave.
That's exactly right. Like, what are you doing? Meanwhile, I went into, we have this app called Workday. Many of you out there, I'm sure, have it too, that you use to see what you've got as far as vacation, this and that, whatever. Whitey, I have 480 hours of sick time.
Wow.
When am I ever going to get to that? Is that's at least 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
When am I ever going to get to use that?
Well, at some point you can cash that out, right?
No, I think it's just vacation.
Oh.
Yeah, sick just goes into the ether.
Well,
so
you look a little peaked.
That's what I'm saying. Can we schedule an illness next? See, you know what? Hold on. I say this, and then in like 5 days, I'm gonna
Right.
something, and then good thing I had that sick time.
COVID's listening to your show. And
Right.
What did he say?
So yeah, they get all this, and then second question, because you're an HR guy. That's why I'm asking.
Sure. You say HR, I still think Ken Herbeck.
Of course.
Yeah.
If I adopted a kid for paternity leave, would that be ethically wrong? Like, do you get paternity leave if?
Wait, you're saying if that's the reason you
I'm
adopted
saying
a child?
no.
That would be ethically wrong.
What I'm saying, not what I'm saying is, do you get if I adopt a kid? I would get paternity leave,
I
right?
wonder what the legality is. You're certainly entitled, especially if it's an infant.
That's the other question I have. What if I adopt a 14-year-old?
Yeah, I'll bet you some hardliners could push back on that.
Yeah. And do you have to okay, I'm not trying to sound, is there a statute limit? Like if you keep the receipt, and if it doesn't work out, you return it. Just like
that's like we said, banking some of your paternity.
That's right.
Yes.
We got to get into this.
Yeah.
I need some of that paternity leave. But not until this summer, because there's football and stuff.
Right.
Football! Celebrity Birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Nothing. What if you adopt? What if you get a dog? You get paternity leave. Come on.
I didn't say it.
Come on.
Or fraternity.
See, I thought I had it. Crumble Cookies brings you Celebrity Birthdays.
Crumble, they're so good. Your taste buds wish you would. Yummy.
I can't see. That's the type of talent I don't have.
Very fortunate.
I just say go eat them. Who's reading these?
I am the birthday master today.
Okay, birthday master.
Yes, Kyle Ledbetter. Let's start off with is it Michael Bublé?
I believe it's Michael Bubble. But go ahead. We know who you're talking about.
Yeah, how old is he today?
48.
God, I have no idea. Is he young? Is he? I'll say 42.
I think like 39.
We have breaking news, please. If you could hit the breaking news bed. Yeah, this will
When it
take you right
breaks,
into.
We have it first.
It's Sacktown Sports breaking news.
We're in Tom Pelissero, NFL Network. Jake Moody has been waived. Matt Barrows just joined us about 20 minutes ago and said that he thought they would make a change this week, but today is tryout day. Of course, you heard it here first 23 hours ago when I tweeted, would be relatively surprised if the Niners didn't waive Jake Moody this week. Well, inside, we are your home of the Niners.
Relatively surprised is pretty strong.
Gave you a little room to move. Jake Moody has been waived. I have not seen this yet, but no word on the replacement. My guess is it's the guy from the summer that was there.
Greg Joseph?
Yes, sure. So there you go. So more on that. 4 hours of wall-to-wall Jake Moody coverage coming up with Whitey Gleason here in just moments.
That's right. There goes the song. Shank, 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 it Moody.
It's on. Now it sounds violent. And by the way, can I just say, as a diehard Niner fan, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he figures it out.
Yes.
And then I can be angry at him for figuring it out. I hope that's not the end of his career. Obviously, there's talent there.
Long ways to go just because you didn't know how old Michael Bublé is.
Did not. I'll say 42.
I believe Whitey was the closest, 50 today.
Jeez.
For Michael Bublé.
Wow.
Next up, we have Adam Sandler.
He's a good commissioner. He's no David Stern.
No, that's very true.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler is, he is actually, you wouldn't think he's 61. Yeah, well, he's 61.
I'll go 63.
Oh, that was dumb.
59.
Oh.
We have a correct answer. And it goes to Anthony, 59 years old.
I think he's the same age as my mom, so I think that's why I know that.
He's got the Christopher Lloyd power. When you sit in that chair, you know any
She's not listening, it's
or
okay,
movie.
dude.
Your mom's 59?
Yeah.
I didn't want to know that, dude.
Next up, we have Kings Assistant General Manager B.J. Armstrong.
B.J. Armstrong, doing the same math everybody else is right now. B.J. Armstrong is 59 today.
I'm going to go over that. I'll say 60.
Oh, boy.
62.
Dave is closest, 58 for BJ Armstrong. So
Which
next
you
year-
used to host Fright Night Theater.
TV 58.
That's right.
Absolutely right. I should have gotten.
Why don't you do that again?
I'm trying to bring it back for Halloween, and the only problem is a near total lack of interest. That's the only thing preventing
I'm interested. The crowd's interested. And by the way, chat, KCRA, those are our content partners.
I know.
And 58
I know.
is what do we got to do?
I don't know.
Let's
Working
get
on it.
So we at least Gonzalez on the phone. All right, who are we talking about?
well, that was BJ Armstrong.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
we have Thunder Dan Marley.
Dan Majerle.
Who found out that Michael Jordan was trying to embarrass him when he watched The Last Dance. That's how he found out.
That's how he found out?
Yes, because I interviewed him the next day.
Oh, really?
So all these people were texting me. It's like, yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. Thunder Dan was underrated, man, back in the day. I love that Suns team. Paul Westphal, rest his soul, coaching. KJ. Richard Dumas, remember him?
Yes.
Yes. Thunder Dan Marley is 64.
62.
60.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Anthony again, 60
All
years
right.
old.
Dang, Anthony.
For Thunder
Very good.
Dan.
Yeah, never show up the host, Anthony. Way to go. You're going to go far in this business.
All right, next up.
mom's way younger than you guys.
Exactly. Hi, Kyle. Is she listening right now? Never mind. I don't even want to know how old Kyle's parents are. That would be incredibly depressing.
My father would have been 59 this year.
Bring
Next,
the room down, Dave.
Yeah. Wow. Dave.
Next up, we have Joe Theismann.
Yes. Whitey, did you know this? Originally, he was Joe Theismann.
Well, what the heck? What do you mean?
What rhymes with Theismann? Well, Fleisman, the margarine, but also Heisman. So they changed it for his Heisman campaign.
Are you kidding me?
At Notre Dame.
You've been sitting on this the whole show?
You know, sometimes you bust out the diamonds when the pole is darkest. I don't know what that means. Joe Theismann. Oh, God, he's going to be old, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Older than Anthony's mom.
75. That's too old, I hope.
What? Is that your
Yeah, 75.
final answer?
Yeah.
I'll go over 76.
77. You guys seem to be going older.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Whitey Gleason, 76.
At least it's not Anthony. Yeah. That's what I say.
Next up, we have Eric Stonestreet, the actor from Modern Family.
Which one?
That
is,
one.
Which one is he?
He's the guy who does the thing.
Oh, him.
The one in the gay couple, but the one who's not the brother.
Is he the football player?
I've never watched the show.
I don't know, dude. 48.
50.
52.
54. Next up, we have J.R. Smith, famous.
Yeah. J.R. Smith is 40 today. You think he was older?
Yeah. He was just playing. 41.
43.
We have a correct answer. Carmichael Dave.
Thank you.
Dave, you Christ.
All right.
40.
Before we leave, Whitey found this out today. You could do this on your show if you want. Get in. Did you know Thompson twins were not twins at all? They weren't even related.
Wait, what?
The Thompson twins.
How am I supposed to do this show when you drop this on me?
Exactly right.
Before I'm filling in for Alan Stiles today.
Whitey Gleason's got a few minutes to recover. He'll have Jake Moody. And all
me
the
now.
Right? Hold my hand.
Uh-huh.
Or is it heart?
Hold my heart.
Sorry.
Stay with me.
Yeah.
Let love and start.
Shank. We'll have that all for you next. Bye-bye now.
The Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter, right